Welcome back, chat. How's it going? It's been a little while since we continued on with our Fire Red Nuzlocke, but we're back for some more. Plan tonight is to try and take down Blaine, and then maybe Giovanni as well. We'll see how we go. It's been a little while, and unfortunately, in my foolishness, I've recently gotten a new phone, and as a result of that, I kind of forgot that I hadn't logged into the Nuzlocke tracker, so I had to re-enter everything. So I've just spent some time on the tracker again, refilling in all of my encounters to try and make sure that I knew exactly which ones we still got to work with and which ones we don't. So hopefully we've fixed that now. So we'll see what happens. My new phone also doesn't quite sit in the same spot, so it's a bit hard to keep an eye on chat, but I'm trying. That's right, I gotta remember to turn back on battle animations as well in a little bit. That's right, we'll get there. We'll get there. Pretty sure we discovered that Wing Attack will now one-shot everything except for the Dodrio, but that's fine. I can't remember exactly what the strategy was towards grinding. I probably should have checked the end of the most recent stream before that, but it's fine. We'll get there quickly enough. So yeah, our level cap is 47. And we're pretty much at the point now where literally we just hit that level cap and then we're good to go. And it shouldn't take too long, honestly. It shouldn't be too much grinding. Flight Saber's the only one that's not even close on level yet, and even then it's not like he's miles off. Because if we have a look at the current levels, yeah, Blaze is only 43, Rotato 44. We're probably not using either of them in the gym, so I'm not super worried about it. Wow, just this guy. Pancake, hello, welcome. I like how your profile is just a stack of pancakes too. You know what you're about, and I appreciate that. So yeah, we've got a little bit of grinding in front of us, but it shouldn't be too bad. And we're also getting a stack of money at the same time, which is really, really nice. Because unfortunately, getting like the TMs and stuff that we want for the end game is not cheap. So, oh, everyone wants a battle. I still haven't decided exactly what my final team structure is going to look like. Like I'm pretty happy with the squad as it is, but I do have a Dratini sitting in the wings, which again I'm not going to want it for Giovanni because the level cap's still 50 there, but for the Elite Four, I feel like having Dragon Knight on the team's going to be very much a want. And I feel like it's probably Aerodactyl that we drop. As much as I'm loving Aerodactyl and everything that it's done for this squad, I feel like that's probably the one that goes. Just because it doubles up on flying types. It's a bit of a glass cannon, so that does scare me a little, you know? Cannons with the W's in chat. We are scoring some very easy W's at the moment, but that's fine. Favorite gen and top 3? Ooh, good question. My favorite gen mechanics-wise was Gen 6 because of the introduction of Megas. Favorite gen in terms of like region and Pokemon is definitely Gen 3. So if I was doing like a top 3, I'd probably put Gen 3 then Gen 6. And then, I actually don't know what my third favorite would be. So drawing like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then X and Y. And then after that, oh gosh, where do I even go from there? Honestly, as much as it got a lot of hate, I really enjoyed Sword and Shield. That might be my third. Sword and Shield might be my third. Mostly because I'm biased as heck towards the good doggos of the Legends. Zacian is like one of my top favorite Pokemon of all time now. But yeah, maybe 3, 6, and then third is contentious, but possibly Gen 8 for my third. I feel like that's very different to most people's lists. I feel like that's very different. Look at that, we're only 5 minutes in and we've already gotten 2 levels, so that it won't take us long. And I do find too early in a stream, YouTube tends to push it a lot more too, so we get more people in here. We can chat about whatever. Just going to go and heal up so we've got some ancient powers again in case the Dodrio guy wants to have another round, but it looks like literally everything else goes down to wing attacks, which is nice. It means we can conserve our ancient powers a little more. I'm pretty sure that's what I discovered at the end of last stream, but it's been a while. Gen 3, then 1, then 4 or 6? Nice. I respect that. I mean, I'll always have a soft spot for Gen 1, obviously. Started it all, and Gen 1 was my first generation as well. Being that I'm old and everything, you know. And yeah, Gen 4, I never was crazy about Diamond and Pearl. That was kind of where I fell off of Pokemon a little bit. But going back to it, I definitely appreciate it a lot more. But yeah. Yeah, that's a good list. I like that list. I like that 3 is also your favourite. That's good. Yes, for me it's 3, 6, and then... yeah, possibly 8. Maybe Gen 5? Gen 5 is another one that got like a lot of hate early on. Oh, we finally got the Omniboost. First time ever. Not that it matters in the slightest, but you know. We got it. Yeah, I feel like Gen 5, upon reflection, was actually really, really good. I think a lot of people just gave a lot of hate because it didn't have their favourite Pokemon in it anymore. But I think Pokemon was kind of at a point where it needed that bit of a hard reset. If you were a gym leader, what type would you be, or mixed? I feel like mixed is a cop-out because gym leaders have to have a set type, you know? I think I've always probably found myself most in line with water types, but I do love my dragon types as well. So probably either water or dragon. Maybe fire is like a bit more of an out there one. But yeah, most likely water or dragon. I found like most of the time I find myself picking the water type starters. Has varied a lot more in recent years though. Like first 3 gens I picked the water type each time. Not because I was specifically trying to pick water type, but just because I found myself liking the water type the most. Squirtle, Totodile, and Mudkip were all like standout favourites for me. And then I picked the water type again a couple more times after that. But I'd actually, fun fact, I'd never picked the fire type starter in my first playthrough until Gen 9. Fuecoco absolutely stole my heart in Gen 9. And in Gen 10, I will, again, spoilers, be picking the fire type starter. Because Pombon is literally just a Pomeranian and I would die for him. I would throw myself in front of a speeding bullet to save Pombon. He is adorable and deserves all the love. It was be ground or steel. Ooh, nice. I like that. There are some really, really cool steel types out there, actually. I was never crazy about steel type when it first got introduced, but there's some really cool steel types that have come out. I think Bastiodon is an incredibly underrated Pokemon. And I've been really enjoying seeing the players people making the Mega Steelix in Pokemon Champions. That's really fun to me as well. I love how he asks me every time if his bird call's getting better. It's like, buddy, no. We did this 2 minutes ago. Excuse me. Nearly at level 43. So close. I feel like we could almost get away with not being a level cap here, but then it just means I'm going to have to grind more later anyway, so might as well just play it safe, get to level cap, and then not have to worry about it so much next time, you know? So yeah, the really cool thing about the tracker is that... Ooh, takedown, do we want that? It's only 85% accurate, and it hits, and it's got recoil. I feel like takedown was really bad early on. It is technically a different typing to these, but what do I gain from having an all-type move or a flying type move? Fly is slightly stronger, but takes 2 turns, so it gives me some flexibility there. I don't think takedown's worth it. As much as Bite was dark and therefore still special in this gen, I still think it's got more use than takedown here. When am I going to click takedown with the other moves that are available, you know? And Wing Attack has the same base damage after stab, and can't miss, and doesn't have recoil. So, like, you know, I'm never incentivized to click takedown when I've got Wing Attack. We're almost halfway through grinding Flight Saber already. He's already gained 3 levels, he's got about 3.5 to go. And then, yeah, I'll probably make sure everyone's at, like, at least 45, I guess. But I don't think there's a need to go crazy with the levels here. And yeah, we just keep moving the amulet coin to whoever's grinding at the time, because it's just cheap experience. And very easy money. Alrighty, Fiora's up next. I think by the time we get through all 3 of these trainers, we should hit our next level, which is nice. So yeah, we already went through and took down all of the trainers in Blaine's gym in the end of our last episode. So basically it's just we grind until we're at level cap and then we go straight to Blaine. What point would you pick if you could pick one starter from your favourite gen? Mudkip. Easiest ever. Mudkip. Mudkip is my favourite starter in my favourite generation, so yeah, it's just, it's a no-brainer. Fuecoco is probably in my top 3 starters. Like, I'm not crazy about Skeledirge, but if we're just talking the starter itself, Fuecoco is right up there for me now. But yeah, Gen 3 is my favourite gen, and Mudkip is my favourite starter of all time. So yeah, easily Mudkip. Easily Mudkip. That's a good question for chat, actually. What is your favourite starter of all time? Don't care about them being in your favourite gen. Don't care about, like, favourite typing. Just literally, which starter Pokemon, not their evolutions, just the starter themselves, is your favourite starter of all time. There we go, I was right. It was just enough to get level 44. Oh, we still got 1 to go. I forgot about the extra Spearow. Just sitting at the end there. Hanging out. Alright, getting closer. We're now over halfway through the grind. And then it's just going to be little top-ups for some of the others. Nice, love it when they want a battle. And if I remember rightly, after defeating Blaine, we get whisked away to 1, 2, and 3 islands for whatever reason. It's a little strange, but that's what they do. Which Pokemon game is this? This is Pokemon Fire Red. It was the remake of Generation 1 and the Generation 3 engine. So it was made, I believe it was made between Ruby and Sapphire and then the release of Emerald, if I'm remembering correctly. So these games came out in like 2004, I want to say, around then. It's just so weird thinking about the fact that, like, I remember when Fire Red and Leaf Green came out, it seemed like it was such a huge upgrade to the originals, and it was like, oh my gosh, it's been so long since we had Gen 1. But it was like, I think it was something like 8 years or something between, 8 or 9 years between the release of Generation 1, like Red and Blue, and then the release of Fire Red and Leaf Green. And since Fire Red and Leaf Green were released, it's been over 20 years. It's just like, oh man. And they've kind of remade Gen 1 again since. If you include, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Which, I don't know, I don't. Didn't feel like a proper remake, because it was very much based on, like, getting the Pokemon Go crowd in. Sorry, it's just a little message about the... microphone has no signal. No, I'm pretty sure it's got a signal. It's definitely got a signal. People are hearing me, so I don't know what Streamlabs thinks is going on, but no worries, you're welcome. Blastoise or Blaziken? That's a couple of good picks. I do like Blaziken as much as I picked Mudkip in Gen 3. In almost any other generation, I would have picked Torchic because of Blaziken. Like, if Mudkip hadn't been there, Torchic would have been an easy win. And even Trico is awesome. Like, the Gen 3 starters do not miss. There are several other generations where I would have picked any of the Gen 3 starters in front of them. Like, Gen 5, great generation, but the starters are meh. You know, I could go without the starters and I'd be fine. No Dodrio for our experience points this time, apparently. It's fine. It is what it is. Gonna be so loaded on cash by the time this grinding's done, though. Of all the times to get a crit, it's probably the least necessary. Favorite EV evolution? Yours is Umbreon's Tank Plus Star Form with Moon Design? Yeah, Umbreon's my favorite too. I love Umbreon. Jolteon's up there too. I really like Jolteon. Jolteon was definitely my favorite. Actually, well, Jolteon wasn't my favorite originally. Vaporeon was my favorite as a kid. But then I grew to like Jolteon. So, and then Umbreon came out, and Umbreon took over. So yeah, Umbreon's definitely mine. Jolteon's probably a close second. Still got a soft spot for Vaporeon as well, though. Which one am I? As in, which game is this? This is Pokemon Fire Red. Only 2 levels to go on Flight Saber before they reach the level cap, which is handy. Am I Flight Saber? Yes, I'm the Pokemon that's at the front of the screen. We're just trying to level up Flight Saber a bit before we take on the next gym. Do you like and sub? Oh, thank you very much. Not sure why the notifications that aren't popping up. It's a little weird. But thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, the notifications through Streamlabs for YouTube are a little bit hit and miss. I don't know why. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Everyone wants another battle, and that'll pretty much run out the PP, which is fine. Means we go back and heal again, and that should be pretty much enough to get us through to the level cap, I reckon, after that next heal. I'd be quite shocked if it wasn't. Alrighty. Oh gosh, the Spearows aren't even making a dent anymore. Ancient power here. I just want to check Blastoise's movesets as well. I can't remember if we ended up getting a strong water type move or not. I think we ended up just putting Surf on him from memory. Which is pretty much as strong as water type moves get in this gen anyway. But I do want to check that real quick. Oh, Shell Shock's not a level cap either, actually. We need to fix that. Yeah, Surf is on deck. So yeah, I don't need to worry about getting Vileplume up to level cap because Vileplume is not coming into the into this battle whatsoever. But everyone else getting at least close is probably worthwhile. Favorite Pokemon movie? Yours is Mewtwo Strikes Back or the first? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I love the original. It's hard to go past the original, but I did really enjoy Pokemon 2000 as well. So the second one. I'm trying to think. I haven't seen a lot of the recent ones, like the ones that came out in the last 10 or so years. I don't think I've seen any of, to be honest. The last one I have like really strong memories of is Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. And I remember really enjoying it, but I don't remember much of the plot at all. But I do remember that one was really good. So yeah, I think the original, absolutely. 2000 is definitely up there. Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, and Pokemon Forever was really good as well, because that was the one that was like Celebi and all the time travel stuff, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, so there's a few that I really enjoyed, but yeah, it's very hard to go past the original. The original was just perfect cinema. I mean, you say you're an old man, but you're not a guy in his 30s who's still streaming on Twitch, so, you know. Twitch and YouTube, sorry. I should be clear on that. In case I haven't made it obvious, I am multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so we do have people chatting on both. So if you ever hear me responding to something in chat and you go, I have no idea who he's talking to, it's probably someone on Twitch, or if you're on Twitch, it was probably someone on YouTube. So in case anyone's confused as to why I seem to be responding to things which they're not seeing, that's why. So yeah, I think when we go into the battle against Blaine, I'm pretty sure I came up with the strategy last time and I just forgot about it in between, but I've just remembered it now. When we go into that battle, we're definitely going to take Vileplume out of the squad, because there is no reason that we want Vileplume hitting the field at all. Like I'm pretty sure he's got an Arcanine or a Growlithe or something that has Roar. And if that happens to bring Vileplume in, that could be a really big problem. So I think we're going to take Vileplume out and just put in something that we don't mind sacking. Just as sort of like a temporary hold on that spot, essentially. Just to make sure that Vileplume is protected, and so that in case we need to do like a sacrificial switch, then it's not into something that we actually care about. Because I don't want to go in with my best 6 Pokemon and then have to lose one of them because I just need a sack or something. You know, when we get to the Elite Four, sure, because there are no other battles after that, it makes sense to just have your best 6 available then, but until then, no. Getting well into the last level here for Flight Saber, which is nice. And then after that, we need to make sure Blastoise has got enough levels, and then we'll just do a little bit of chipping for the others as well, I think. Wow, just a Dodrio guy. Yeah, at least it's cheap experience points, you know? If you use one Pokemon for everyday travel, which one? One for flying and one for road. Ooh, okay. That's a fun one. So I get one Pokemon for flying and one Pokemon for the road. I think it makes a lot of sense for the road one to say like Koraidon or Miraidon. Probably Miraidon. If we're talking sheerly convenience and not like about how much I actually like the Pokemon, Miraidon's like a really easy pick there. Because, you know, you can get everywhere you need to go. And technically it also works for flying if you're working with the latest updates. But if I was picking something for flying specifically, I'm trying to think what I'd even want to go with there. I mean, Aerodactyl would be cool for flying. But then if you get caught in the rain, that could be bad for it as a rock type. I'm trying to think which Pokemon would be like the best for flying. What would be the best Pokemon to fly around on? I mean, you wouldn't want something like crazy fast, right? Because that'd just be awful to try and stay on. I don't know. I don't know. Would you go Dragonite? Maybe? Maybe Dragonite. I feel like Dragonite would be one of the easier ones to stay on. So yeah, I'm going to say Miraidon for road and then Dragonite for flying. This next battle should get Flight Saber to level cap. Gyarados for flying. I did think about that. But I don't know how efficient of a flyer Gyarados would be. You know, it just doesn't seem like it's made for flying, even though it is a flying type. Doesn't seem like it's really built that way. There we go, level 47 for Flight Saber. Now we are going to switch. Jolteon's not quite at level cap. I think it makes sense to put Jolteon in here. You get what I mean though, like it's not built that way. Yeah, maybe we might as well try and get the others to level cap. Again, I'm not worried about Vileplume. But getting the rest there for safety's sake probably isn't the worst call, considering we're going to want to do that for Giovanni anyway. And then we're going to move the Amulet Coin across to Jolteon as well for these next few battles. Right. Oh, we can't just scroll to the very bottom by hitting up. I forgot about that. Oh god. Amulet Coin. Oh, actually, I forgot we've got the XP share. We might as well give that to Blaze, hey? Actually, no, Brotato's harder to level up, so let's do that for Brotato. Because at least these are easy battles. Probably should have done this earlier, but that's fine. Wow, just this guy. Just this guy. Choose Arcanine for road and Flygon or Salamence for flying. Oh, actually Salamence is a good call for flying. Yeah, see, I love Arcanine, but I don't know if it's necessarily the best choice for road travel. How big is Arcanine in reality? Like, 'cause it's always pictured as being quite large, but I've never really known exactly how tall Arcanine is, which is weird because it's my favourite Pokemon, but... Oops, I've hit that so many times. Open up the tips and hints screen. Arcanine... Oh my goodness. My computer's attacking me. Arcanine height. 1.9 meters tall. Yeah. I feel like... Oops. I didn't mean to click that. I feel like it's like an awkward height, you know? He's huge like a moose. He is. I just don't know if he's got like the stamina for like a lot of road running, you know, over a long period of time. I just feel like Miraidon would be more convenient, you know? Oh, we've got a shiny Voltorb in chat. I see. This is how I know I'm old. I don't even know what WSG stands for. Is it what's good? It's probably not, right? because that would just be WG. If it's what's good, then everything's good. Having a great time. Good to be back playing Pokemon Fire Red again. But if it's not, please explain what it actually is. What do you mean it's not charged enough? Ah, God. There you go. Birdkeeper Wilton wants to battle. Yeah, this is slowing down Jolteon's leveling up, but it's fine, because Snorlax needs all the help he can get. You forgot what I was going to ask if you wanted to include water travel in that. I feel like Lapras is the obvious answer for water. I think I have to go Lapras. I think it's just too obvious to not go with. I feel like Lapras would be very, very convenient for water travel. My face says I don't want you coming around, but he's like jumping for joy waiting for you. It's a little ironic. Drawing a blank here, many choices. Oh, there are lots of choices. But yeah, to me, Lapras is just like the obvious choice. But it's also an excellent choice. There's a lot of like spikes on his shell and stuff. There's just so many different spots where you can like sit and get comfy. Like there's so many times in the anime where they show like Ash and Co. all just like traveling on Lapras's back and looking comfy as heck. You know? They just look like they are so set. We've almost got potential to level cap. And then we just go and train Arcanine and Blastoise while keeping the XP share on Snorlax as well. I was waiting for the Dodrio guy to actually want to battle. I don't think Jolteon's battled at once, has he? I don't think so. Nearly. Wonder if the Dodrio will be enough to get Jolteon to the level cap. It's gonna go close. It's gonna go close. I think it will. I think it's gonna be just enough, if I had to guess. Again, with that EXP share, definitely. But with it, I'm hoping it's just enough. Go on. Nice. Gyarados maybe is huge. That's fair. There's no point learning agility. If potential's not outspeeding something out there, then there's already something wrong. Alright. Alright, let's give the amulet coin now to Arcanine. Then we're going to put you out the front. And then we're going to fly up to Celadon. And we're going to go battle the bikers at the top of Cycling Road. Because I think from memory, they're going to be pretty good for the experience points that we need. How are we off for money, actually? We've got a bit over 200 grand. Solid. Not bad. I don't remember what that converts to exactly in terms of coins, but I think we're going to be pretty set by the end of our grinding for whatever TMs we need. Oh, they all want to battle. Sweet. Well, I don't remember who has what, but it's fine. Ignore the rustling. Oh, this guy wants to minimize, that's right. I'm just going to flamethrower everything. I'm just going to play it safe and flamethrower everything. I sincerely doubt there's anything on this route that we don't one-shot with flamethrower. You know? That's right, I forgot the cue balls have the fighting types. I sincerely doubt that crit mattered. Sincerely doubt it. I'm sure some of these guys I could probably take out with Ember, but I'm not risking it. Not at this point. We've just gotten back into it. I don't want to risk any weird, like, revenge strats or anything. I don't think revenge is even in Gen 3, but I'm still terrified of it. That's right, I think it was swapping between Arcanine and Blastoise. Because in that way we got the Amulet Coin proc while not running through PP too quickly. That sounds about right. I think if we do another Nuzlocke challenge anytime soon, I'm going to seriously consider just importing rare candies. Just to avoid this whole grinding process, because, again, it's not really what everyone's here for, but it's unfortunately a necessity of the way the game's built, but that's okay. Don't call me the wrong way. I didn't. I'm right here. Surely we can one-shot a Weezing, right? Surely. Nice. That's still not enough for a level. That's crazy. Excuse me. Comet. What does that do in this gen? 40 damage. And steals the held item. I don't think there's... No. I don't think there's any Pokemon in this gen that actually have held items, so... I'm going to say no. One Pokemon for Bodyguard. Ooh. Pokemon that's just straight up Bodyguard. I mean, Mewtwo's an obvious choice there. I kind of like Zacian there, to be honest. Like, who's messing with a big dog with a sword? You know? I feel like I want to say Zacian. No one's messing with you when you've got that happening. I meant to say yes. Oh well. Oh well. You know what? You probably go down to an Ember, right? If a level 34 Weezing goes down to a Flamethrower, yeah, cool. Now we'll switch. Alrighty. Look at all this money we're getting. Feeling hungry and mean. Bro, same. Welcome to being an adult. That is how you would feel 90% of the time. If we one-shot at a level 28 Coughing with Ember, surely we one-shot a level 29 Mankey. Yeah. I could probably go on a Vileplume there, honestly. Vileplume's honestly a good answer to the cue balls. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, buddy. You're clearly going through something there. I'll just leave you to it, shall I? We go again. Oh, there's one guy who didn't want to battle. This guy was the Weezing, wasn't he? I think. Maybe I'm misremembering. Nope, this guy's the Weezing. A singular flamethrower should do the job nicely. Yes, indeed. I was level 33 Weezing, not level 34. My bad. How close is Onion to leveling up again? Oh, it's actually pretty close. Everyone's well on their way to level cap though, which is nice. The only one that's not within 2 now is Arcanine, which was what we're actively working on anyway, so that's kind of fine. If you were to start a Pokemon Academy or school, what Pokemon would you choose to represent your academy? No legendaries, like a school mascot for sports. Oh, that's fun. I've never thought about that before. That's actually really fun. I'm trying to think of Pokemon that would be good for, like, sporting representation. Maybe, like, Persimmon? I feel like Persimmon would be a great one for sports, right? It's inherently a very sporty type Pokemon. I feel like that works really well. I'm locking in Persimmon. I'm guessing you've probably already got an answer in mind for that one. Sorry if you heard that random sniff on camera. That just really caught me out of nowhere. You've got some really fun questions, Enigma. You got me considering things that I've never considered before in Pokemon. Which is really cool. I love it when we've got creative people in chat like that. Don't make me mad. Why? I've done it to you many times and it doesn't seem to change a thing. No spy candidate over quick. Nah, actually I'm good. Alakazam or Blaziken? Actually, Blaziken's really good for that as well. Blaziken's a great answer to that. Blaziken does give off incredibly sporty vibes. Let's throw Onion in. Why not? You've got the big drain move now, don't you? I think. Giga Drain, yeah. There it is. Surely that one shots, right? Yeah. Alakazam for Mana Knowledge and the other for Sports. Yeah, that's fair. That's so fair. Yeah, if you want the Pokemon to like be the academic representation, then that fits really well. I'm trying to think what I would want academically. I don't know if an academic mascot's really a thing. I mean, I get it conceptually. I don't know that it's super necessary. Speaking of not super necessary, I probably didn't need a flamethrower the Grimer. But again, with just their minimize shenanigans and stuff, I'm like, nah. Not messing with the minimize. It'd be really nice when you enter rematch these guys, all their Pokemon were just fully evolved. They don't have to be a high level, just fully evolved for a bit more XP. Would have been really nice. That should be enough. Hey, everyone wants a battle. Look at that. Things you'll have to see. Might as well just go end to end again then. already learned that Ember one-shots here. Lao goes down. Nice bike, hand it over quick. No, I don't think I will. Tell you what, it's really nice keeping track of Twitch chat on my phone and not seeing the battery just deplete before my eyes. After recently upgrading my phone. It's a very worthwhile change. I should have swapped into Onion. No, it's fine. I'll do it for the last one. Giga Drain. Rotato's got to be getting close to next level, right? Surely, you've been getting half the XP of everything. Okay, good. You are getting close. Then it's one more level after that, and then we don't have to worry about anything else. Sacrificing some of its XP gains for you. Actually, is there going to be enough XP just from these two to level up Rotato or not? It's going to be close. It might not quite be enough. Oh yeah, it's going to be enough. Just 5 extra HP is huge. Alright. This is the best XP to be gained from just the one wheezing. 610 on the spot, and then you move on. I like the way this guy rolls. Pun absolutely intended, by the way. Pun absolutely intended. Yeah, this is the wheezing, coughing, wheezing guy. We're almost out of flamethrowers. Which means after the next lap we're going to have to go back and heal. Which is a shame, but is what it is. $519. We're getting there. We are getting there. Just the guy that goes Mankey March up. Pretty sure it is. Onion getting so close to that level cap too. Again, it's not going to matter, but we are very close. I just realised it's Cameron. Not Cameron, just Cameron. Dang, everyone again, huh? That's pretty cool. I need to save that flamethrower for the one wheezing. And then for the other one that's got a wheezing in the team, we switch and do Blastoise first. Then we go Blastoise, Arcanine Blastoise. I think that's our big strat here. Onion's going to be so tantalizingly close to that last level that it needs. Right, so we're going to go to this guy next. And then after this guy, we're going to swap the order. And then we'll just swap it straight back after. So Blade, she's taking quite a while right now to level up, but then once we take that XP share off of Snorlax, it'll speed up quite a bit. Alright, switch there. What ability from animals would you pick to have as your own? Ability from animals? As in, like, which Pokemon ability would you most want to give to your own? I mean, Intimidate's always great. It's a super useful ability. I am tempted to say Contrary, especially seeing what like Mega Staraptor has done in recent times. Like, if you don't have... like, a lot of people are like, oh, Mega Staraptor's not that great. The reason they say Mega Staraptor isn't that great is because everyone's worked so hard to counter it now, and because everyone has a counter for it on their team. But if you didn't have a counter to Mega Staraptor specifically on your team, and the opposing team had a Mega Staraptor, you're in all sorts of trouble, you know? Which means that it is inherently a very good Pokemon. Like, if you have to have a counter for it, then it's a good mon. And then we switch you back over. Hoping by the time we get through this run of trainers that Brotato is very close to level 47. In which case we'll be getting very close to having gotten everything we need. Because yeah, Arcanine's about to hit 45. I want to say Blastoise is about halfway through 45. So we've got like 2 levels left on Blaze after this. About a level and a half on Shell Shock. Onion's practically there. And then, yeah, Snorlax is passively gaining what it needs. So there's not too much to worry about. We're nearing the end of our grind. Which is nice. Because then we can go take on Blaine and progress the story a little more. Okay, so that's what Onion's doing for now. You choose Hariyama's Heat and Cold Protect. Oh, right, that's the Thick Fat ability. Is that the one? That is definitely nice. Oh, I see what you're saying, as in like an ability to have for yourself, like for everyday purposes. Right, I'm with you. I'm with you now. Yeah, that is pretty nice. Yeah, practical for weather. Right, I get it. You're talking practicality. Okay, so which Pokemon's ability is the most practical for a person to have is what I'm hearing now. So with that in mind, I'm trying to think. What was it? Why was I going to the menu? I don't know why I went to the menu. Would be the most, I mean, yeah, that is a very very useful ability for sure. I'm trying to think. Would like... Oh, that didn't KO. Whoopsie. Note to self, retain flamethrowers for the Grimer. There we go. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. I mean, like, Iron Fist or something like that would be pretty cool. Just like, oh, I can just hit you twice as hard. What is... Okay, so your special attack is slightly lower. How close is Rotator to leveling up? Nice, very close. Very, very close. So a few more battles and we can get rid of the XP share. And that will speed up these last couple of levels really well for us. Let's quickly heal up, and then we'll go back and run it back. And I'm hoping this should be the last heal we need to do during the grinding session. But yeah, like Iron Fist would be good. Intimidate would be kind of fun. You can just walk around and just... Anyone's just like, oh no. He's so scary. I feel like... what's that? I can't remember the name of the ability. It's like Forewarn or something like that. But essentially, it's just like if an opponent has like a super effective move on you, you'll shudder. So it's like anticipation of someone having something on you. I think is probably nice to know, if that makes sense. I probably should send Onion in, but oh. Yeah, but I feel like that would be pretty useful. Then after this Weezing, we should be very, very close to Rotator hitting level cap. As in, like, one more Pokemon after this. Excuse me. So yes, we only need the flamethrowers for Weezings and for the Grimer. Alright, so this should get Snorlax to level cap. Nice. 444120. Snorlax's speed is literally lower than its level. That's crazy. Alright, so we now have half the team at level cap. And the other three are all within 2 levels. Onion's much closer than that. So tantalizingly close. Foresight. Keen Eye is good too, I think, for accuracy like sports. Ooh, yeah, I like that. No guard. You literally never miss. He'd be like, what's his face from Kuroko no Basket? The guy that can just shoot 3-pointers from literally anywhere on the court. Alright, let's take the EXP share off of Brotato. And then we'll fix items and stuff up again probably before the gym leader. Now we know we need to flamethrower this guy, and Ember does not do the job. Look at that much higher amount of EXP coming in. It's so nice. It's so nice. $700 from a coffee. Oh, never thought I'd see the day. Instant riches and fame, bro. Yeah, exactly, right? You get it. That's an interesting lineup. Endless possibilities. Yeah, oh yeah. There's so much you can do with it. Yeah, I feel like with that in mind, I want to settle on no guard. Just you can never miss. I feel like that's busted good. Shell Shock's actually much closer than I realised to level 46, which is nice. Pretty sure this guy has the fighting types, so we can get Onion to 47 as well. Blaze is over halfway through. Level 45 now. It doesn't really matter if Onion goes over level cap, to be honest, because again, he's not coming to the next gym anyway. But I'm also not going to take up the time to overgrind Onion. Getting so much money though. Just crazy amounts of money. I'm glad these two guys both chucked their hands up because they've both got Wheezing, which is the most EXP you can get. Be nice to see how much we can get from this thing now that we don't have the EXP share on. It's going to be like 1200, right? Because it was just over 600 before. Yeah, 1222. That's really nice. That's a big jump in one go. So we'll Flamethrower this Wheezing, Ember the Coughing that follows, and then we'll let Blastoise have a surf at the other Wheezing. So close. Arcanine is one of your favourite Pokemon? Yeah, Arcanine is my favourite of all time. I love Arcanine. Level 46 for Blaze. And then we'll switch out and get Blastoise in, which might be enough to get Shell Shock to level 46 as well. Probably not quite. I think she'll be just short. It's about 1,000, yeah. Oh no, it is enough. Look at that. Okay, so the last two that we still need to finish off grinding only have one level each. So we're getting close. I did think about trying to do this grinding session off camera, but then I realized like it would be literally the only part of the entire game that I haven't done live on stream, even when we were gambling like crazy. I think, did we end up gambling off stream at all? I don't think so. I think we did literally everything on camera. Let's go here first. One Pokemon move for everyday use. A move, okay. Payday. Lock it in. Payday by Meowth. Just free money. Never have to work again. Either that, or if we're saying that we can't get like enough money from Payday, then maybe teleport. Assuming that it's not just you leave the battle, or you go back to home, I guess, in lack of a Pokemon Center. But yeah, Payday is the definite, the easy answer, I'll say. Good point. Like, do I have to target something to use Payday, or can I just, like, do it on the ground? You know? handy little chunk of XP there. Nice. This guy still wants a battle as well. Yeah, I guess, I mean, the main reason that I probably don't want to try and grind off stream is just in case something actually happens while we're grinding. Like, some awful circumstance just randomly leads to a Pokemon fainting or something like that, and it's not on stream. I mean, it's not like I would cover it up or anything, but just not having that moment recorded would be a little bit sad. To have a Pokemon go down and have not even, you know, acknowledged it, essentially. Extreme speed would also be very handy. Would be very handy. Just go wherever you want to go and do whatever you want to do really fast. I almost wonder if it's even worth battling these guys, or if we just focus on the Weezing trainers. I wonder if a water gun takes out Machop. Let's find out, shall we? Surely 18 levels above it does, right? Yes, okay. The HP went down a little slower than I was comfortable with there, but we got there, it's fine. Alrighty. Allow the one unevolved Pokemon I have to Flamethrower. Alrighty. 700 XP, that's not bad. Nice, the two Weezing trainers are both good to go again. I think we're going to start with this guy. We'll Flamethrower, then switch to Blastoise. Again, please ignore the rustling if you can hear it in the background. It's such good XP now that we're not using the XP share. It's such good XP. We're getting so tantalizingly close to our battle with Blaine now. Not quite there yet. Isn't the chop what gets us over? Not quite. Not quite. So close. What real life animal ability would you pick to have as your own? You pick sonar like a bat so you know everything around you. Oh, so something that just a normal animal has. Huh. I mean, flying's an obvious one. Almost feels too obvious. It feels like a cop-out, you know? Is there anything else I can think of that's more interesting than just flying? Like, sonar's a really cool one. Sonar's a really cool one. Oops. There we go. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm just gonna go with flying. I know it's a boring one. Oh, or camouflage, actually. Camouflage would be pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Is this enough XP to get Shell Shock over the edge, or do we need to do one more battle? Ah, so tragically close. So tragically close. One more battle. Oh, and I can take my pick. I'm going to go back to this guy, because I've got Arcanine in the front. I can't bother taking the Emerald coin off him just yet, so we might as well do this one. I'm not going to worry about like the overall like pushing it right up towards the top to try and hit level 48 during the gym. I feel like that's overcomplicating it for the sake of Blaine. I don't think Blaine is going to be that problematic. Just having everyone to level cap, I feel like, is more than enough. I will battle the other Weezing trainer just for the sake of getting a good chunk of XP easily, though. I feel like there's no reason not to. But we do have everyone at level cap, which is nice. Maybe Dog Smell. All these animals that detect the ground, like Tough from Airbender. Yeah, that'd be cool. To have like a super sensitive nose. But I also feel like having a super sensitive nose would be very detrimental in some cases. Like, imagine you just live with someone who farts a lot. Or at that point, I'd hate having the super sensitive smell. I have a very, very poor sense of smell. Unfortunately, the second time I got... Are we allowed to say the... Are we allowed to say that word yet? Because I know for a while YouTube was like demonetizing people for it. I'm sure that's not a thing anymore. But when I got the virus a couple of years ago, it really messed with the lining of my right nostril, and it just never quite came good again. So I actually can't really smell out the right side of my nose. But Jennifer, hello. Thank you. It's very kind. Alright, so let's heal and get our PP back on everyone. And then we need to choose who our sacrificial lamb is going to be. Three. Oops. No, okay, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Oops. No. Don't need to do that. No. Go away. Go away. Go away. All right. Do you have an item currently? You do. Hold on. I can't. I need to take the item off you first. Oh. Hold on. Sorry. Did I actually heal you? Did I get all your PP back? I did. Okay, cool. Alright. So the question is, who are we sacrificing? Who do I least need out of everything I see in this box here? Who am I most willing to throw away? What have we got left to go? Giovanni. I mean, what do I just have a bunch of, essentially? The answer's probably water types. I feel like Goldeen is probably the least useful one here. Like, it's the one that I'd be the least likely to actually use. Again, this is only a temporary change. I will put Goldeen on the layout for now, just because, you know, it's here. But again, it's not the intention for Goldeen to actually come out in this battle. It is just there if I need a switch sacrifice. Alright, let's make sure I've got the right items on everyone here. Blastoise has the Quick Claw. I don't know if that's necessarily what I want. Arcanine has the Amulet Coin, which is fine. Is there anything else of use? I really only have leftovers as my other options, hey. I guess I'll give one of them to Flight Saber. And then maybe one to Brotato, in case it comes into battle. Yeah, I feel like Shell Shock might get outsped, so Quick Claw might actually be usable. Is there anything left to give to Jolteon? I mean, if Jolteon comes in, it's not using a Dark type move, so no, I think that's probably it in terms of that. I do want Blastoise to go first. Oops. I feel like that's pretty much the order of most likely to least likely to be used. Yeah, I want to put Blastoise in first, just because I feel like it's probably more consistent than Aerodactyl. All goes according to plan, we just sweep through this entire gym with Blastoise. I know I've just spent all this time grinding Aerodactyl, but it really is there as a backup. I don't intend on using it. But I guess we'll just sort of see what happens there. Alright. Let's just do one last check and make sure everyone's where I want them to be. Yes, they are. Alright, here we go. Need a voice for Blaine. He's kind of an older guy. He's kind of similar to Professor Oak in that way, I suspect. Ha! I am Blaine, the red-hot leader of Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon are all rough and ready with intense heat. They incinerate all challenges. Ha! You better have Burn Heal. The classic line. Alright. Gym 7. Leading off with Growlithe. This thing might have Intimidate, actually. It does. Okay, I'm glad I live with my special attack and not my physical one, then. I think we just surf here. That feels safe. I forgot to turn on the battle animations. No! Dang it. Oh, well. I'll turn them on after this. Into Ponyta. Is there any reason... It might be worth resetting. Yeah, I'm going to switch here. Just in case we need to dig for any reason. So we can reset the -1 to attack. Then he's probably just got Rapidash and Arcanine in the back, right? So the Ancient Power here. This should just one-shot. Straight into Arcanine. Again, it's probably got Intimidate, but I'm not realistically going to dig here. I would only be surfing, so it doesn't really matter. This is his ace, so it probably does live one. And it might outspeed too, actually. It doesn't outspeed? Okay. Do we one-shot? We do. Wow, okay. And then if... Yeah, Rapidash is the last one. Is this also 47? Does he have double... No, okay, not even close. Okay, well, we just one-shot everything then. None of it mattered. We could have just stayed in and surfed the whole way through. Well, that was probably the easiest gym battle we've had. I have burned down nothing. Not even ashes remain. You have earned the Volcano Badge. Ha! The Volcano Badge heightens the special stats of your Pokemon. Oh yeah, I forgot that this was a thing. Here, you can have this too. Oh, Fire Blast, that's right. Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique. Don't waste it on water Pokemon. I can't anyway. If I wanted to teach it to Blastoise, I would be prevented immediately. Cool, so definitely overprepared by bringing Goldeen in. As a backup, it was so not necessary. The Quick Claw wasn't needed. The leftovers certainly weren't needed, but it's fine. Yeah, well, one way or another, we got our badge. Oy, oy. It was Yeah, a little anticlimactic, but that's fine. Now, do we get whisked away here before we can even get Venus Vileplume back out? We do, don't we? Oh, God, okay. I don't remember what voice I gave Bill, but we'll just give him a pretty generic voice. Huh? Hey, if it isn't Arcten. Look, it's me, Bill. Long time no see. I hope you're still using my PC system. Well, listen, since we met up here, how about spending time with me? There's this little island in the far south called One Island. A friend invited me, so I'm on my way out there. How about it? Do you feel like coming with me? I'm pretty sure if I say no, I can't progress the story anyway until I do, so I'm just going to say yes. All right, then let's go. Oh, maybe I could have said no to go and get Vileplume back first. Dang it. Looks like my pal's boat arrived too. He sent it specially here to Cinnabar to pick me up. Sorry, Vileplume, I'll come back for you, I promise. I should have said no. So I don't really remember what happens on 1, 2, and 3 Island. I don't really have much memory of this. From what I can remember, there's not a lot. Here we are, this is One Island. There are several islands around here, and this is one of them. My friend Celio sent the boat to fetch me here. He's in charge of the island's PC network by his lonesome. Why am I telling you this now? Let's just go see Celio. Hey there, Celio. Well, I can't believe you came out here. Well, absolutely. How's your research coming along? Oh, wait a sec. Arcten, this is my buddy Celio. He's one dedicated PC maniac. Celio, this is Arcten, a rising contender as the Pokemon champ. That's really impressive. I hate to say it, but I have zero aptitude for battling. Anyways, I'm glad to meet you. So, bring me up to speed. How's your machine running? It's running fine, but we're too remote out here. PCs on this island just can't link with your PC, Bill. Oh yeah? Okay, let me take a look-see. Hang on here. I think we can make it work. Let me help you, okay? Arcten, can I get you to wait for me just a bit? Actually, can I get you to do me a favour? The island next to this one's called 2 Island. There's a guy there that runs a game corner. He has this thing for rare rocks and gems. We keep in touch, being fellow maniacs. So, can I get you to deliver this meteorite to him? Sure. Just give a kid a meteorite. Arcten, if you're going to 2 Island, please take this. And I get a tri-pass. Cool. It's a pass for the ferry service serving the local islands. It'll let you travel between islands 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you should have this too. And an extra page of the town map. Wow. I'll catch you later. Say hi to the guy for me. The guy. Say hi to the guy. Okay, so no, the usual PC service is unavailable. Oh, Vileplume, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Can I go back and get Vileplume before we continue with all this? Or am I stuck here without Vileplume? I'm just gonna go straight back to the ferry. I'm not doing anything else. Please take me back. No, I can't. I'm trapped here. I'm sorry, Vileplume. Oh, hopefully there aren't any battles I have to do. Oh, God. This is gonna be such a pain if I have to do all this without Vileplume. I should have said no. Oh. I'm wondering if anyone's got like a random weird trait or anything. Although I doubt it, considering I can't, access the PC. It's got the man. Cool, good for him. Great. Sure, I guess. Volcano. Cool, good for you. I wouldn't know. Anyway. Kindle Road. I don't know what that's about, but apparently I can access it. Let me check the little thingamabob I've got here. Does Kindle Road come up as an encounter? It actually doesn't on the encounter tracker. It doesn't have Kindle Road, which is quite fascinating. Let's see. Hi Jennifer. Yes, I can see you spamming hi in chat. Pokeearth Kindle Road. Tell me about this, please. What can I get here? Oh, there's some cool stuff I can get here. But I don't think I can access it yet. Unless... Hang on, if I can surf... Wait. If I can surf, then I can get over there. But again, I'd want to have Vileplume with me, because if I'm surfing, it's the perfect opportunity. Oh, man. Is it even going to let me surf? I want to just see if it lets me. So So I can. But what if I just hadn't brought a Pokemon with me that could surf? I'd just not be able to do any of this, right? That's so weird. I can't even check which Pokemon here I do and don't have. I'm pretty sure I have pretty much all these guys, though. I think I do. I think I've got all of these. So I don't think there's any reason to. Yeah, there's no reason to. There are trainers here that I can battle, which would be nice. But I guess I'm going to have to come back and do that afterwards. I will do that, though, as part of the grinding for Giovanni. Rather than just doing random encounters and stuff. Doing new things would be useful. Hold on, how do I... Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that my tracker is actually up to date so I know what I'm doing here. Alright, so now we're on 2 Island. We sure are. I don't really know what to expect here. Like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna have to battle people? Like, what is going on with any of this? Are you the guy? Like, I would love to be able to cut, but I don't have Pokemon that can. Oh, hey, Commanders Online. Can I access the PC at this one? Or is it still too far away? Oh my god. The old lady on the cape. Oh, isn't she the one that teaches, like, Frenzy Plant and Hydro Cannon and Blast Bird? What's that Moon Island for do? Boing, boing. Okay, cool. It did say the guy owned the game corner, right? So I'm assuming he's going to be, yep. Now, where's Lostelle gotten to today? She always brings me lunch every day right about now. You there? Are you a friend of Lostelle's? Have you seen Lostelle around? I don't know where she might be. She should have been here long ago. Lostelle's a cutie. She got my looks. So, what if something's happened to my Lostelle? Please help me find it. Please go search 3 Island. Oh, God. Oh, am I going to battle in here? Yeah, that's where are they? Hey, you, is this the only... Is this the only 3 Island around here? This isn't even... Try waking up before you crawl out of bed, you punk. Dang. The guy's got some nads. This is 2 Island. Maybe get your filthy motorbike out of my place. Oh, gotcha. Just rocks up and leaves again. Nice. Sure, that punk scuffed up my floor. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a forced battle at some point. I'm not running against it. Wow. This PC doesn't just happen to work, right? Yeah, no. Sorry, Vileplume, you're still in purgatory. I'm so sorry. I should have said no to Bill. Move Maniac. I know every single move the Pokemon learned growing up. 2 tiny mushrooms and 1 big mushroom. Okay. I wonder if I can actually... Can I fly back? Is that like a little sneaky way around? Only opened up recently. Cool. What do you have? Wow. How many Great Balls do I have? I've got 12, and I don't need water, so you know what? I'm good. Thanks, though, buddy. Cape Brink. Oh, this is a new area. What's potentially in the grass here? There's a bunch of stuff. But again, it's all stuff I've got apart from Psyduck and Golduck. Which would be kind of nice, just to get that checked off. But again, I would like to have... I would like to have my, my Vile Plume with me first. Gotta be honest with you, you know? And I'd also be able, actually, I can get a guaranteed Psyduck in the water, which would be nice. Can I fly? That's what I want to know. Can I fly out of here? Wait, if I click on that. Nope. I'm trapped here. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about the encounter now then. I'll wait and check that off afterwards. Alright, so off to 3 Island we go, I guess. The fact that you're locked in here is just crazy. It's just they will not let you leave until you've done everything they want you to do. Oh god. Oh, do I have to battle these guys immediately? Where are we? 3 Isle Port. Do I battle these guys? I don't know if I battle these guys. Doesn't look like it. Walk over since anyone. Oh, right. Nice. Yeah, cool. Fair. The Kanto Rider Federation. My bike's wimpy, so I have to make exhaust noises myself. What is this? 3 Isle Path. What are you doing? Alright. Cool. Anyway. Kin Island of Family Bonding. I'm sure. Oh, there's no one home. What is that? Rare Rocks and Gems. Cool. Yahoo. Oh, goody. Okay. Like how there's an in-game explanation of being able to surf between. Oh, it can? Yes! Vile Plume, you can come out of purgatory. I'm so happy. Where's my Vile Plume? There you are. Come back to me. There we go. All is right in the world again. Alright. Bill got it fixed. Good job, buddy. Alright. I don't know what these bikers are going to want to do. I'm guessing we're going to have to battle them. They're probably going to have poison types. That's pretty standard. If it's like your whole coughing situation again, then Blaze is probably the way to go. But if I see a high-level wheezing, I'm going to switch into Rotato in case of an explosion. Are you the boss? Go back to Kanto right now. Ha! I just got here, pal. What's with the hostile attitude? It's mighty cold of you. Your gang of followers have been raising havoc on their bikes. Do you have any idea how much trouble they've caused us on the island? No, man, I don't get it at all. Look at this place. What do you do for entertainment? You ought to be thanking us for livening up this sleepy village. But hey, if you insist, you can try making us leave. You cowards, so tough in a pack. You, what are you staring at? Don't you know it's not polite? You want to make something of it or what? Yeah, I do. I like your guts, you'll be losing money to me, but... But nothing, mister. Oh, 37 coughing. That is well below what Blame was just throwing up. And yet somehow I'm more worried about these battles than I was about Blame. Play a fit of Bikagoon. Do. Next. Okay. We'll just keep flamethrowing, I guess. What's the matter with you getting all hot like that? You embarrassed us, man. You freaking embarrassed us, dude. How could you do that to us, man? Apologies if I missed any messages on Twitch chat while I was trying to check what the tracker was saying. Got a Grimer. Oh, is that it? Did you... Okay, well. That one's kind of on you then, buddy. Boss, I'm telling you, you gotta do something about this kid. I'm watching you and I'd say you've done enough. What are you, their friend or something? Then I guess you'll be battling me in their place. Okay, so this is the boss. Oh, he's a cue ball. Paxton. Okay, here's the weasel. Alright, I figured there was going to be one eventually. Just in case you want to explode, I'm going to go into Potato. We're going to play this safe. I keep forgetting to turn battle animations back on. Oh man, oops, I meant to check your summary. Body slam is 85 and may paralyze. Yeah, I think we just body slam for the first one then. Oh, great. Okay, he's going with this strat. Love that. Oh, and we got the power. Nice. We hit. You love to see it. Muck. I feel like we should switch here. Why did someone else get EXP there? No one else faced the wheezing. Oh no, Blaze did, sorry. Who has dig? You have dig, right? You have dig, but I am concerned that it's going to try and minimize. That does worry me a bit. I would just stay in with Snorlax, but with that lowered... With the lowered accuracy, I'm worried about the shenanigans that could cause. I feel like Shell Shock might be the best bet here. If I knew for a fact it couldn't minimize, then I'd definitely be tempted to just go Arcanine and dig, but this should be... It's not a two-shot, okay. It's raising its physical defense, I'm unbothered. There's the minimize. We hit though. Nice. Alright, enough. We'll leave you like you wanted. We'll be happy to see the last of this boring island. Yeah, go right on, hanging around with these hay seeds. Alright, now, before I forget, options, battle scene, no, excuse you. Battle scene on. There we go. These gives nothing but bad trouble. Oh, we got full restore. Cool, I'll take it. I am looking for Lacelle. Bond Bridge. Okay, interesting. We'll go to the Berry Forest, okay. Everyone seems to have different ideas of where Lacelle is, but that's fine. In the Berry Forest. Ever go out to the Berry Forest alone? There's ghosts there, excuse you? Anything in the mart that we can buy of worthwhileness? Ooh, Ultra Balls. We've got 17, we're fine. Hyper Potions, we've got 10. No point to buy revives. Do we have max repels? We don't have any at the moment. Let's grab 5 just in case we need them. We've kind of got the money to work with. Medicine here. Brace free and everyone out. Sure. Is it true? Yes, Ceylon department store is a little bit bigger than here. Just teensy weensy little bit. Problems with the islands here. Still, it could be less sleepy. 3 island is definitely a little bit bigger. That, wow. Want to live somewhere quiet? I'm just going to go fishing. That must be nice. Okay. Sure do. Yeah. Please be quiet when crossing. Oh, okay, hold on. We've got new area, new encounter perhaps. Bond Bridge. Bond Bridge. What are our encounters here? Most of this is stuff we've already got. We could potentially get a Psyduck. Psyduck is literally the only new thing we can get here. So that's fine. It does appear as though we're about to come across a double battle. So let's just, you know what, let's just lead with Blastoise and Vileplume. I just realized too, I need to update the level cap actually. What is it now? I want to say it's 50. It is 50. Let me adjust that now because I would hate to forget that. That would be very, very silly. There we go. There's our new level cap. Which means maybe I shouldn't lead Blastoise because that's already getting kind of high. Let's put Blazing because realistically, Arcanine and Jolteon are both not going to face Giovanni. Probably not. Oh, actually, yeah. No, they're probably the only ones that can't. Aerodactyl doesn't have a great time against his rock types, but other than that, it's not too much of a problem. What do we have at the front? We've got Blaze out the front. That's fine. Oh, do we need to cut to get through here? Oh, please tell me we don't need to cut. Persian, we do have Meowth, so this is Species Clause. We'll teach you what our favorite Pokemon is. So they have two of the same thing is what I'm hearing. Clefairy, okay, cool. What level? 37. Wow. Literally the same level as the wild Pokemon here. That's not great, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, Acid hits both. I didn't realize that. Does this one shot? It does. Which means that Acid now becomes single target and might one shot as well. Oh, it does. Of course. There's no fairy type yet. We're Gen 3. What am I doing? What am I doing? That was silly of me. Forgetting that fairy type wasn't a thing yet. We'll just stay with Arcanine at the front for now, I guess. You look like a Romalade or something anyway. Yeah. So you've probably got grass types. Oh, Bulbasaur, cool. Let's conserve PP. I think Ember does the job here. Yep. Yup. Then into Ivysaur. Alright. Again, one-shotted. Do you actually have a Venusaur as well? That'd be kind of cool. No, just another Ivysaur. Alright, in that case then, let's give Flight Saber some XP as well. Do I think a Wing Attack one-shots? I do. I do think a Wing Attack one-shots. Yep. I didn't think I needed Fly there, and I was right. Small child. Almost certainly water types, right? Do I want onion or do I want potential? I think we'll go potential just because potential hasn't fought in a while. Yay, yay, Pokemon. Staryu. Don't think we need to waste Thunderbolt here. Shockwave should easily do enough. Krabby. I will give this one to Onion. If we see another like Staryu Evolution Line or Slowpoke Evolution Line, we'll go back to potential again. We should probably focus potential anyway, just because of PP. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight back into potential. Plus in Giovanni's gym, I'm probably going to want to use Onion anyway for some of the trainers. So I don't want to level Onion too much. Considering our level cap is only 3 up with all this stuff in between, I don't want to risk overdoing it. Especially when jolting on an Arcanine, I'm probably not going to see the light of day in the actual gym battle. So I think this is probably the better play. What happens now? Got another tuber. Well, at least it's easy XP and money. Probably well. I'm gonna stay in. I feel like a Shockwave should still one-shot, but let's Thunderbolt to be safe. In fact, I'd be stunned if a Shockwave didn't one-shot, but not messing around and taking risks where we don't need to. We've got plenty of PP to work with. And then back to Poliwag. They have some semblance of an idea of how to raise a Pokemon, and then just went, nah. What if I just didn't? That looks like another Aroma Lady. In which case, I'll put Blaze back out in the front. Actually, let's put Flight Saber. Flight Saber's got more leveling still to do. I was correct. That looks like an easy wing attack victim. Weeping Bell will also definitely not survive a wing attack. So now I come up with the Berry Forest. What can we find in here? We could get a Drowsy in here, actually, which would be a new encounter. So Drowsy or Hypno, I'm pretty sure are both new. I'm not so sure that I really want that, if I'm honest. But yeah, I actually think we just use a repel in here. I think we just use a repel. Yeah. At least for now. Because we still need to get Psyduck elsewhere. And I would hate to accidentally come across Psyduck in here. And then, of course, we just lose the encounter for Drowsy or Hypno. Again, not that I have any reason to think that we would actually utilize them, but I guess we go down here. I feel like we're just kind of trying to make our way towards the top left. That's my assumption. Is this Lostel? Yep, there we go. It kept scaring. Here it comes again. What is it? Oh, it's a Hypno. It's only level 30. I don't know if I can catch this. I want to. But I don't know how to do little enough damage, essentially, is what I'm saying here. Okay, it's poisoning us, which is really annoying. I'm hoping it lives a water gun, essentially, is what I'm going with here. It should live a water gun. I know we're 18 levels above, but it's got reasonable special defense. Yeah, nice. And then we're going to do another one. Hopefully it doesn't crit. Cool. And then I'm hoping we can throw a ball at it. It might not let us because it's a story Pokemon, but... Oh no. Nice. Okay, look at that. New mon. Alright. So I'm just going to say we get one encounter per island, not per each section. So this is our encounter for 3 island. And it is Hypno. Any suggestions for a Hypno name in chat? Carries a pendulum-like device. There was once an incident in which it took away a child it hypnotized. Did I just say that I already have a Drowsy? I thought I didn't, but maybe I did. Hold on. Did I have a Drowsy? Did I forget? Did I forget that I already had a Drowsy? Hold on. I didn't have a Drowsy on my encounter list. Maybe I'm just forgetting something? I don't know. I'm gonna call you... Bit of a Stephen King reference here. I'm gonna call you Dr. Sleep. I'm gonna have to check the PC and see if I had a Drowsy, but... Oh, that was so scary, thank you. I still came to pick some berries. You can have this. Got an Papa Berry. Thanks. What's your name? Lostel's scared, so can I go with you to my daddy's house? Okay, let's go home. And now we're just back at 2 Island. Look at that. So you rescued Lostel. How can I thank you? Lostel, darling, forgive me. Daddy didn't know you were scared and in trouble. It's okay, Daddy. I got to be friends with Arcten. Yes. There you go. I handed the meteorite to Lostel's daddy. Oh, I see. This is from Bill. You have to thank him for me. You know, you've been fantastic. I want you to have this. You get a moonstone. Cool. Are we still poisoned or did we get healed? Still poisoned. That's fine. The game's going soon. I wanted to play the games. That's very rude. Alright. Where is the Pokemon Center? I know there was one near here somewhere. There it is. Let's go heal. And considering we're now back on 2 Island, while we're here, we might as well surf up to the lady up here and also try and get our Psyduck encounter that we've been trying to get for absolutely ages. I do actually want to quickly check the PC before I forget, though. Did we already have Drowsy? Because I'm now second-guessing myself big time. Did we have Drowsy? No, we didn't. I don't know why it looked like on the page that we already had it, but no. We definitely don't have Psyduck either, right? No, we don't. I forgot we had Omanyte. That's right. I put him in box 2 because we can't actually use him. Because we already used Aerodactyl as our encounter. We probably can use him anyway, but I don't really want him unless we need to kind of situation. Ow. I'm not sure if that picked up on the mic, but I just hit my elbow on the desk. Alright, so yeah, we can go and get a Psyduck. So let's do that. Let's surf up the cape. Just make sure, yes, Onion is out in front. Can't go that way. Alright. Straight away an encounter. And that is not a Psyduck. Are we even going to be fast enough to run from a Persian? We might not be, hey. Didn't really consider that possibility. Yeah, that's annoying. Can I run now? Oh, God. Alright, let's just Giga Drain then. Oh, we're at -4. Okay, if this doesn't knock out, I'm switching, because I'm scared. I almost certainly won't knock out, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm switching, because -4 is terrifying. Let's go... Potato. Potato feels like the safest play here. Yeah, although Feint Attack is technically special, so I'm not super worried, but... Headbutt should be enough to finish this off, surely. Oh, hey, Payday, there's that move we were talking about earlier. Actually, who's quicker out of Aerodactyl and Potential? 141. Wow, Aerodactyl's actually faster. That's crazy. Well, we'll put Aerodactyl out the front then. And of course, I was going to say, of course, as soon as I do that, we don't get any more encounters. Ah, yeah, not-ish. Well, if we didn't already have our Vileplume, then I guess I'd have something to say on that, but we do, so it's not a problem. Actually, no, I'll just get on the way back down. Let's talk to this lady first. I'll take what she's. Alright. Aha. I'm pretty sure this is basically just Hyper Beam, but needs to be recharged. I just want to check. Yeah, user can't move on the next turn. It's essentially Water type Hyper Beam. I mean, it is just straight up better than Water Gun. And I don't think I'd use more than 15 surfs. Water Gun's not going to be any use to us in the Elite Four anyway, so I do think it's worth probably getting rid of Water Gun for Hydro Cannon. Yeah, I think we're doing it. There it is. Well, you got the chance to, so you're welcome. Right. Now, it's time we finally got a Psyduck encounter. There it is. We have tried for so... It's level 6. It's level 6. And we can't even hit it with a sleep pad. My god. Alright. I feel like even a Great Ball's overkill here. But we will, just to try and make sure of it. Oops. I'm just going to call you, it's very unoriginal, but I'm just going to call you Ouch. Because you seem like you're constantly having a bad time. I'm just quickly checking what we can do in... See what we can do in one island, whether it's worth trying to deal with that. I forget that Moltres is on one island in this game and not in Victory Road. That kind of throws me for a bit of a loop. But I don't think I'm going to bother with that, if I'm entirely honest, because there's just so much going on there. It's like another Victory Road all over again. And I just don't know that it's worth it. It's probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. What else can we potentially get on one island, though? If I just quickly check that. Like if we go Kindle Road, for example. There's basically nothing new that we can get there. We could get Penita, I suppose. I think we might just go to Kindle Road for a bit anyway. But let's first and foremost, most importantly, let's go back to Bill and deal with the story side of things, because I want to make sure that's wrapped up before we deal with any other trainers and random things that could cause problems for the level cap. That's probably top priority here. I was just mashing A. I hope I went to the wrong one. Pro XD, hello, how you doing? Apologies that I missed your message there for a bit. I was checking on my my tracker. Hopefully I didn't miss you. Oh, hey, Arc10. What kept you so long? Been out having a good time? We got it done. The PCs are up and running. Job went incredibly quick. Bill is one amazing guy. No, there was almost nothing left for me to do. Celio, I have to hand it to you. You've learned a lot. Oh, really? Well, there you have it. I'm finished with the job. We should head back to Kanto. Celio, I'll be seeing you again. Arcten, I'm really sorry that we sent you off alone today. I promise I will show you around these islands sometime. Yeah, no, mate, you mate. What a great name. Hope you're well, mate, and have a great day. Thank you very much. Hey, wasn't that a long cruise? My buddy Celio seemed to enjoy your company. I'm sure I'd welcome you again if you were to visit him again. If you have a tri-pass, you can always take a ferry there from Vermilion Port. I was going to say, surely we're not now trapped to not be able to go. Alright, so I actually do want to head back to one island. But I think, considering we've already been brought back here, it's probably best for us to go and clear out the gym of all its trainers first. Yeah, that feels like the right play, because then we know we're definitely not going over level cap. So I think I want to do that first. But let's heal up. Get all our PP and everything back. Oh, can't get in from that side. Viridian Stream Leader returned. Wow, that's crazy. Alrighty. I do want to lead Onion here. What item do you have? You've got the lefties at the moment. I think I'm going to take the lefties off of Aerodactyl. Because I'm almost certainly not going to need them on them. And let's give it instead to Onion. I need to see like ground type Pokemon. Cool. Alright, let's start trying to deal with some trainers, shall we? Well, can't go that way. I'm the Karate King, your fate rests with me. Does that mean you have fighting types instead? You sure do. That's certainly a choice. Very unusual choice, all things considered, but a choice nonetheless. How much does this do? Not a lot. Do I think an acid finishes the job from here? Probably. I actually need to check. What is Giga Drain's damage? Because I forget it all the time. It is 60. Do I think that a third of what I just did would now finish him off? Have I done more than 3/4? I think I've done more than 3/4, so an Absorb should finish it from here. I was incorrect. That's very sad. Okay, it doesn't matter though. Right. Machop. We stay in and we probably one-shot this thing with a Giga Drain. Wait, is this a higher level than his Machoke? Why would you raise the Machop to a higher level than the Machoke? That makes 0 sense. And another Machoke. Sure. I'm going to switch here. Just so I don't accidentally overlevel. Because I'm pretty confident that a Wing Attack one-shots. Even at level 38. Yep. Cool. Where I can, I'm going to still try and spread the XP a little bit. So, what the heck are you doing in a ground type gym, bro? Oh, we've got another one here. Great. Yeah. Is that gonna... No. Cool. In that case... Actually, if you've got more fighting types, let's just give this XP to Flight Saber straight up. Again, not sure what you're doing in this gym, but it's fine. Level 40 Machop. Okay, so now we're getting to some more serious sorts of levels. Another Machoke. Even at level 40, I think we'll still probably one-shot. I'm tempted to fly, but then if I miss, it's going to be a real problem. I'm hoping Wing Attack still does the job. Nice. Sushi. Alright, now I'm going to put Onion back out in front. Because these guys should be ground type trainers. You must be running out of steam by now. You could have literally been the first trainer I fought in here. Very easily. Okay, Sand Slash. Interesting. This might outspeed Onion. It doesn't. Okay, does this one shot? I feel like it should. It should. Yeah, nice. And then Graveler, this definitely gets one shot. And Sturdy in this gen still was not preventing one-hit knockouts. It was only like Oko moves as such. Like Horndrill or Fisher. We've got Onyx, which again, same deal, 4 times weak. Nice. So 48 for Onion. I'm going to switch up. I just realized it'd be a good idea to give someone the EXP share in here. Just to prevent these guys from overleveling too quickly. Perhaps Jolteon, because I don't see Jolteon coming in against any of these guys. I might do that after this battle, I think. I'll give Jolteon the EXP share. And a Marowak to finish off. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. Let's give Jolteon the EXP share. And you don't actually have an item right now, so I might as well give you the black glasses because you do have bite. On the off chance that I need to use it for some reason. Right, then let's put Shell Shock out the front for this guy. Pokemon and I, we make wonderful music together. Interesting. With just a singular Rhyhorn at level 43. Strange to not evolve it by then, but... Because I know Rhyhorn evolves late, but I want to say it's like level 42. I'm pretty sure you could have a Rhydon by now. The question I have is, does Giovanni still have his Kangaskhan? Because right now he's the ground-type gym leader. But I don't know if he's retained any of that. The truly talented win with style, he says. Oh my god, 5 Pokemon again. Yeah, I'm glad I gave someone the XP share, because like we're already halfway through level 48. I don't want to be risking that level cap. Imagine it's just 5 Marowaks. That would be quite funny. I'm not going to change yet. Maybe I should have, because it's 4 times effective and we would have definitely outspared. You know. Nidorina. This thing's just pure poison type, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. This actually might be where we go Blaze. Or do we go Potato? Maybe we go Potato here. Just because he needs the EXP a little more. Oh wow, I didn't even think about it without speeding. Double kick's rough, but even super effective, it still only does 30 damage from the 2 combined. Is this one shot? I feel like it should. Dang, it doesn't. We didn't get the power either, so we are going to be outsped again, but we at least know it's not going to do much to us, so let's just Shadow Ball to finish it off. Wow, Hyper Potion. Okay, I should have Body Slammed again, I guess. If this thing has Poison Point, we're actually better off Shadow Balling again, just so we don't make direct physical contact. Potentially it's level 48. Now we've got Nidoqueen, which is kind of scary, to be honest. Definitely going back into Shell Shock here. It's my safest play. Hopefully Surf one-shots. I'm expecting that Giovanni, again, I can't remember his exact team, but I'm expecting he'll have Nidoqueen and Nidoking, as well as Rhydon. I don't know if it'll still have Kangaskhan. He might honestly have a Rhyhorn and a Rhydon. That wouldn't be all that surprising. I feel like I should put Onion back in front here. just because Shell Shock's getting pretty close to level 49 already, and that's a little bit on the scary side. There's Giovanni. We could just walk up to him right now. I didn't really realize that was a possibility here, but there you go. We're definitely not going to do that, though. That would be a mistake. 5 pounds again? Oh my god. How many Giga Drains do we have left? Only 2. Oh god. I may have done a little whoopsie here. Sandslash is such an underrated Pokemon. It's one of those ones from first gen that I just don't think gets enough love. I think we switch here. Just to try and spread the XP around. I think Brotato can have this one. Oh, leftovers procs after the switch in? That's good to know. What does this do? About 20. No power. Tragic. You're using a potion from that range? Really? Dang, that's crazy. These guys are just made of money. There's no way you've got another one, right? No. Okay. Oh, God, here we go. Here's the shenanigans. Thank you for hitting anyway. I would have liked to have kept you in and spread that XP around a bit more, but you're not really making that easy, are you? Yeah, let's go Blaze here. I just realized this thing might actually already have access to Earthquake. I feel like I need a Flamethrower here, because the last thing I want to do is dig and then get caught out by an Earthquake. That would be really, really scary. I'm hoping it's just one shot, because I've gone and scared myself now. Cool, alright. Thank goodness. Rhyhorn, we definitely swap now. I actually need this one to Shell Shock. Even though no Shell Shock's closer to leveling up, I feel like they might have something stronger in the back, which is still 4 times weak. That's kind of what I'm banking on here. And then we'll give that one to Onion instead. Never mind, it's Nidoking we need to stay in. Makes me so sad seeing Nidoking on the other side of the field. I miss my Nidoking so much, he was amazing. There's all 49 for Shell Shock already. Okay. You sure were beaten, buddy. You sure were. Alright, I'm going to go and heal up real quick. Because I don't want Onion taking on anyone else when they've got no Giga Drains left. So let's go do that. I really wish it wasn't so difficult to increase the PP on Giga Drain, because Onion would be so much better if you could just get decent PP on that. Alright. Have I still got Onion out the front? I do. Good. Oh, just skip that guy. Your Pokemon will cower at the crack of my whip. Oh! That's not a ground type. Huh. Nothing really wants to switch directly into Arbok. I mean, Brotato can, and it's fine. But I would like to put this thing to sleep first. Alright. So as long as we can get a second turn of sleep, we can pretty safely choose what we want to switch into here. I think Brotato is probably the best play. Yeah, cool. It probably still wakes up here in outspeeds, but no, it stays asleep. Nice. Big body slam. Big body slam. For such a cool design, our box stats are really quite sad. We've got Tauros. Who has fighting type moves? You've got Brick Break, don't you? You do. I think we stay in here then. Yeah, no one else I'd rather have take that on. We'll stay in. Weird that you have a poison type and a normal type in the ground type team. Oh, I forgot that Tauros has Intimidate as well. That's annoying. We probably don't one-shot anymore. Rest is certainly a choice there. Maybe I've underestimated Rotator. Maybe we still one-shot, but no, we don't. Oh, not even close. We probably wouldn't have one-shot anyway, actually, looking at that. Okay, well, that's just kind of a waste of everyone's time, but sure. You do you, buddy. Unless he gets a one-turn or two-turn wake-up, sorry. Yeah, no. Well, Arbok was put to sleep, and then Tauros just decided to sleep. Okay, we've got another black belt. So let's give Flight Saber the XP. It's just a singular Machoke. I still feel like wing attack one-shots. I just have faith in Flight Saber, you know? Yep. Right, so we've cleared out the gym. There's really no need to go and heal at all. So I think at this point, we just fly back over to Vermilion. Where was Vermilion? There? Vermilion was down bottom, right? Yeah. And then we're going to go across to the port, head back to One Island, and take care of business over there with the trainers and the other encounter. I do want to check on the encounters over here, though. Because it says Panita can be here, but I don't know if I have Panita yet. I feel like I don't. No, I don't. So Panita would be a new encounter for us here. And I feel like that's honestly worth getting because it gives us a backup fire type. Again, I don't anticipate a situation where we need a backup fire type, but having one isn't the worst thing in the world. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's a play. I don't think there's anything here that I can get that's new from surfing. It is just Tentacruel. Wait, do I have Tentacle? Again, I need to check that. Just so I don't accidentally use up a max repel at the wrong time. I'm pretty sure I got a Tentacle like way back. I think while I was trying to clear out encounters after I got access to surf, yes, we do have a Tentacle. I figured as much, but I would hate to come across a Tentacle and realize that I had to catch it. And then just waste the opportunity for a backup fire type. Because again, like I said, I only want to do one encounter per island. That feels the fairest option. Alright, we can probably take the experience share back off of potential for now. And I'm going to give it to Brotato just because, again, slow to get your... slow to get your XP. I'm actually going to switch potential out to the front now. Just while we're surfing and stuff. And, you know, random water type trainers. Oh, Psyduck, that thing that it took me ages to get. Would have been nice if we encountered at level 35, but, you know, we got a level 6. It's fine. I didn't realize just how close potentially gotten to level 49 with the EXP share doing its thing. Another Psyduck. Actually, I'm only going to use Shockwave. I don't think there's any need to have Thunderbolt on deck here. Then we've got a Golduck. I would swap into Onion here, but I do fear the Psychic. And there is a potential it outspeeds Onion, so I'm not willing to risk that. I'm just going to Thunderbolt and make sure of it. As much as Jolteon doesn't need the XP. Again, Jolteon isn't coming to Giovanni anyway. Jolteon is going to be one that I swap out for a Sacrificial Lamb, so... Right. Back to surfing. It's probably time to get our encounter, just to check if there's anything else we can get here that I'm worried about. Not really. I think we'll put... I'm tempted to put Onion straight out in front. But then again... The Ponyta could do quite a bit of damage to us. Actually, how are we going to damage this Ponyta? Probably Blaze is the best option, right? Just Ember it down. I think that's probably our play here. We immediately see a Fearow instead, which I'm a little bit near about. It is a fairly high level. We might as well just get some XP from it, hey? Free XP. Nice. How much does that give for an untrained? It's decent. Would rather see the Ponyta though. We do have Geodude as well. Not sticking around for this thing though in case it decides to explode. Which again, I'm pretty sure we could take it, but I'm not playing around with that. I'm not playing around with that at all. We actually find Rapidash instead of Ponyta. So Ponyta was a 30% chance to be encountered here. Rapidash was only 5. I feel like it lives a resistant flamethrower, right? Oh, it's got Flash Fire. Oh. I guess we just bite then? And it flinches. We bite again. Flinches again? Nope. And now we get our Flash Fire. Well, look at us just exchanging blows here. Alright. I'm not willing to swap in Onion to try and put it to sleep, because now that it's got its Flash Fire boost, I'm very scared of that, so I'm hoping this will just do the job. That was so close. Takedown is a little scary. Okay, it doesn't do massive damage. It is doing recoil though, so it can't do that too many more times or we're having problems. So it'd be really nice if you just stayed in the ball now. That's the opposite of what I asked for, actually. Nice, there we go. Alright. I do know what I want to call it, I just don't know how to spell it. There we go. I am calling her Genuine, because Genuine did the song Pony. Right. Now we appear to have a Picnicker next, which actually is great for Arcanine. So, do we have just any like normal potions that we can throw at this? Super Potion will do, because I'm going to use that in battle. Alright. You could also be a camper, which could have ground types, and that could be a problem. I just realised that. Meowth, that's fine. Not too worried about that. I mean, for sure, I guess we'll just go Rotator then. Oops. I just realised Aerodactyl's still at level 47 as well. Don't flinch. Okay, cool. The fact that we're getting outsped by a Meowth that's 12 levels lower than us is a little sad. I mean, I know we're slow, but like, wow. We got a Pikachu up next, which is kind of funny. Who do I want to use for that? Maybe we throw Onion in. We'll just Giga Drain. Because I don't want to make direct contact and risk the static. That'd just be annoying. Clefairy, which is a normal type this gen. I think Flight Saber can do this one. Again, Brick Break makes sense, but it's not necessary. I'm just going to Wing Attack. Critical hit. We'll never know if it was going to one-shot or not. I feel like it probably still should have, right? So everyone except Snorlax is at least level 48 now, which is nice. What should I do? I feel famished again. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. Random Spearow encounter. Not particularly bothered. Oh. Almost bumped right into this guy. You're probably going to have ground types. So let's go Onion. Everything tastes great when you're out in the wild. Sure, buddy, if you say so. Nurino, that is, that's not great for me. Can I put you to sleep? Yes, I can. So at this point, I think I want to switch into Flight Saber here. Hopefully it stays asleep for another turn, and then we can Ancient Power. Nice. And we fish for the first useful Omni Boost. Maybe? Yeah, we got it. So unless we're completely mismatched here, we're staying in. Raticate, we stay in. We stay in and our Wing Attack 100% one-shots. Okay, well, you just had to get something in, didn't you? I think Flight Saber's got lefties on at the moment, though. So he'll be right back to full. Sand Slash, again, unbothered. What's a Sand Slash going to do? +1, this should one-shot. It doesn't. Huh. Curious. Let's bite just for the heck of it. Nom. Cool. Everyone is now at least level 48. Now, can I actually get down here, or am I blocked by rocks? I am blocked by rocks after that. That looks like a Battle Girl, I want to say. So let's put Flight Saber in front again. Because I'm assuming she's going to have fighting types. That feels like a fighting type statement. Yep. Called it. Oh, you got the Hitmonchan combo? Nice. We should still outspeed. Hitmonlee especially is quite glassy. This should one-shot. Yep. And if the other one's hit 1 Chan, then it's just the same, but again, you know. Yep, cool. Alrighty. We've got a swimmer. So let's go back into Onion. With a Shelter. One of very few Pokemon that I could have encountered and haven't yet. As in, like, for an actual, like, catching encounter. I've definitely encountered Shelters before, but... Cloyster. I think we still one-shot because the special defense is terrible. I may live to regret that choice, but 13 level difference, surely not. And there was no way it was going to outspeed, so I think this is pretty safe. Yeah. And a Wartortle to finish off. Very nice. It is kind of cool seeing how, like, in the earlier gens, they used to actually let other people have the starter Pokemon. Because it feels like new gens, it's literally just you and your rivals, and no one else can. Oh, we have to surf. Okay, sure. But I saw there was an item here and I want it. Max Repel. Okay, well that was probably not worth it, but it's fine. We got it anyway. Yeah. I love the little pitter-patter. Oh, how did they not challenge me there? That's crazy. Well, these are both fighting types. So let's lead with Onion and Flight Saber because they're the two best counters I have for fighting types. Do I need to... In case I get double targeted, I feel like I probably should potion up. Even though it's only like 12 HP. I'd just rather be safe than sorry, you know? My big brother and I make an awesome combination. Good for you. Do they just have one each? Yeah, they've just got one each, okay. Machoke and Primeape. I'm trying to think which one here scares me more. I feel like it's probably the Primeape. So I'm going to double target the Primeape, knowing that chances are it just goes down here anyway. In which case the Giga Drain just goes to Machoke. So that's fine. Not super scared or worried about anything that this Machoke wants to do. It probably targets Flight Saber just because that's the only one that it's got effective moves on. But what can it do is my question. Vital Throw. Oh no, it went for Onion. Okay, that's so fine. I don't know why it went for Onion. I certainly wouldn't have in that situation, but fine by me. A couple more black belts, which is kind of crazy. I want to try and time this to get them both in a double battle. So again, I feel like this is probably the play. I actually can't. There we go. Do I get them both or not? No, I don't. I get one at a time. Okay. Wishing I'd swapped order of these two mons then. What do I have left? I've only got 2 Giga Drains left, so I kind of want to absorb here just in case the other guy leaves with something a bit scarier. I know it means it's probably going to take like 3 turns to knock this guy out, but I'm not too worried about what Machop wants to do. Does that do a guaranteed 60? No, okay, that's fine. Oh, it's recoil damage. Cool. That works for me. Crit here would be nice. No? Okay, that's fine. Alright, and then we get Electric Recovery twice in a row. So there's no point even absorbing here. I might as well just Acid. Although we actually didn't get that recovery if we stay in. I should have just absorbed. I got greedy. I got PP greedy and that was silly. Wing attack should be a comfortable one shot. Yep. Yup. Lose that frivolous outfit. How dare you? How dare you? Also a chop. Okay, cool. Well, not that worried then, am I? Let's just go back to absorbing. I might as well hold on to the Giga Drains for something else. You're also doing the submission shenanigans. Sure. Oh, that's a crit. Means more recoil though, so we might actually just be able to finish off next turn. Probably not. Probably not. But oh well, here's what it is. Sad. Oh, okay, sure. This time we get back to full health. And now we can just use an acid. Love coming out with more health than we started. And with no worse PP. Again, we'll give this to Flight Saber. I'd rather keep Onion's PP for when we actually need it. Again, wing attacks are comfortable one shot from here. We've seen it do that to like a level 43 Machoke, so we know it's definitely going to do it to a level 37. Oh, what is this? Ember Spa. Well, this is quite happy. What is happening in here? Hello? Is this going to be just like a free heal? That'd be nice. Oh, we got a HM? Oh! Did we not have Rock Smash until right now? That's crazy. Nice. So I'm assuming everyone's got all their PP and everything back. Cool. All right. It's a Pokemon Center, but not a Pokemon Center. And we got Rock Smash. That sounds good to me. I do not remember that at all. Oh, it's another Battle Girl. All right. Let's put Flight Saber back out in front again. This is great. We're going to hit the level cap without actually needing to go and grind. It's a nice change. Again, it's not a big jump in level cap, but still. The fact that we can just go and do this is quite refreshing. And a Primeape, which again should be one shot pretty comfortably. Let's put potential at the front here, just because easier to run from stuff. That's really all it comes down to. If we see any trainers out here, I will switch Onion back out in the front, but in the meantime, this is probably the easiest way to go about it. Oh. Almost ran straight into it. Yeah. We'll just wait for him to come back around, shall we? Hello. And if it towers into the sky. Starmie. We should outspeed in one shot with the Giga Drain. We don't outspeed, and we get confused. So that's fun. Onion, if you just break free of that, that'd be so nice. Cool. Or you could do whatever that is about, I guess. Swift, okay. It doesn't have Psychic. So this time, Onion. Thank you. Does this one-shot? It might not, honestly. Starmie, I think, is pretty bulky on the special side. Oh, no, it does. Cool, never mind. And we're back to full health like nothing ever happened. Great. And again, we'll just swap that back over. There. Do. A Seadra. Sure, we asked me to Seadra, right? Yep, we sure do. And another one. You know what, we will switch up here. Just because it's not worth that much XP. Potentially needs all the help he can get at the moment, because he will not be at the gym, like I said. Oh, 49 for Potato, nice. What's let him roll out? That's a curious choice. I don't think we want to lock in to anything. I don't think that's worth doing. Alright. Again, let's switch back. And we'll switch once more. Alright. You think you've hooked a big one. What do you got, buddy? My god. You know what? It might not one-shot, but I don't want to waste Giga Drains, so let's just absorb this thing. It does one-shot, wow. More of them, huh? Still that lower level? Yep. We'll just do the same thing again then. My god. Seeking. Something that might actually be worth using a Giga Drain on instead. Honestly, it's probably not even worth using a Giga Drain on, but it's fine. We have decent XP. It was probably worth a Giga Drain. Another one. Alright. And another one. You know what? I'm just going to see what happens if I absorb instead here. This should still do over half, right? I just want to hold on to some PP. That's really all it is. Yep, just over half. Nice. What can you do in one turn? Oh, god damn it. Why is everyone out here just trying to do confusion strats? Please just break through it, Onion. God damn it. God damn it. What's that going to do? Basically nothing. Alright, can we not this time, Onion? Dude. Sort yourself out, my guy. Like, this thing is 14 levels below you. Figure it out. Oh, you snapped out. Good job. Choices. Yeah, that probably won't fully heal us, will it? No, not even close. Do we still get lefties after that? We probably don't because we've already beaten him. Ugh, annoying. I'm doing well, thank you, Pro. How are you? Good to see you, buddy. Alright, so we've reached Mount Ember, haven't we? We sure have. I'm glad to hear you good. I haven't streamed in a while. Yeah, I've been pretty busy with work and everything else going on. Oh gosh. Oh, there's not a lot we can do here, is there? Not without strength. That's kind of sad. This guy's looking a little sus. Let's put Shell Shock out the front, I guess. I don't really know what you want to do. That is pretty terrifying. No, I would not like you to teach Explosion. Imagine that. I mean, there is a strat for it in a Nuzlocke, but you've got to be like, okay, well, I'm not using this Pokemon at all. Trading here. Just treasure they've been talking about? Hold on. Hold on. Let me... Where's my item finder? There it is. Okay, guess not. Alright, well, we might as well just go back here then. Is the only way to get the lucky egg through Chansey? Yeah, no, okay. There's no way to get the lucky egg. Alright. So, we've got a very minimal amount of grinding to go, which is nice. But there is grinding nonetheless. So, let's... you know, we're already here. We might as well heal up. Get all of our PP back. I do actually kind of want to over-level Blastoise and Vileplume, like get them right to the top of 50. Just because I'm a little bit scared of what Giovanni wants to do. You know? I don't think there's any other trainers that we can go and take on, are there? Is there anything off of 2 Island? I'm just going to quickly check while we're here. Just because I don't really remember what was around 2 Island. There's water. Oh, and then it's just Lady on the Cape, isn't it? I don't think there's anything off the road. Yeah, okay, there's no trainers at all on 2 Island. That's fine. I guess we go back to our good old standard grinding spot then. But what have you been up to, Pro, since the last time we spoke? So I want to go up to Celadon here. Oh, you've been playing Rocket League. Nice. And then I need to re-register. What? No, gosh dang it, I hit it again. Need to re-register that and get on the bicycle. The good news is we won't have to do too much grinding. Because everyone's almost at the level I want them at anyway. So if we go over here, Shell Shock, Onion, Blaze, Rotato, they're all the ones that I need to level up. I will also get Potential and Flight Saber to their highest levels as well. Just because we might as well. It just saves more grinding later. But yeah, I am a bit worried about what Giovanni can and will do. Hence why I want to overlevel slightly. Man, that's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. I was going to say maybe we just water gun here, but we can't. We don't have that anymore. Well, also, so we're not actually going to go up like another level. We're going to still be at level 50, but we're going to try and get the EXP bar right to the top of level 50. So then that way, because the level cap only applies until you start the battle. Once you're in the battle, if you go over, it's fine. So the plan is to get high into level 50, so that then we can like knock out one Pokemon and hit level 51. Just to give a bit more of an advantage, because I'm a little bit scared of what Giovanni wants to do, you know? I mean, maybe that's being overly cautious. Looking at how slow the grind is, maybe I just won't bother. Because we'll probably be fine. I think we'll be fine. I don't think there's a need to. I'm probably overthinking it. Who actually has the amulet coin at the moment? I don't even know. I think it's still Arcanine, right? One pack for every damage you take? Definitely not. I am not made of money. I haven't bought packs in ages, to be honest. It's just so expensive. In Australia, we get, like, no stock. And so all the scalpers are just clearing everything out before you even get a look at it. It's really, really sad. Yeah, Arcanine still has the amulet coin. So let's put Arcanine out the front here. Became a full-time streamer, you'd be made of money. I'm not so sure about that. Being a full-time streamer doesn't necessarily make you rich, unfortunately. I should just embed there. That's a waste of PP, but oh. Yeah, no, plenty of full-time streamers are not well off. Like, full-time means you don't have to have another job, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're rich. Feel like Ninja. I don't know about that. I don't know that I want to be like Ninja, to be honest. As much as he's very good at what he does, and I've got a lot of respect for that, it's not the path that I'd be taking. Ninja made me realize, oh yeah, there's no doubting the success that he's had. It's just not the same sort of path that I'd want to go down. It's funny how we started out the day grinding here, and we're going to finish up grinding here right before we take on another gym. I believe we'll make millions. I appreciate that. And when you get 20,000 people in chat, well, we'll see about that. I think the most I've had was like 60 or 70. And that was nice. But it's one of those fun little one-off situations. It's not necessarily something that's easily repeatable. Still like slowly getting there. Not 60 to 70,000. 60 to 70, just full stop. As great as that would be. I think the guy with the most XP to give just isn't budging. It's very frustrating. You still haven't beaten this game yet? Yeah, that's okay. I haven't beaten it in over 20 years, so... Your level grinding for the Elite Four and stopped? Oh, wow, you were even closer to being done than I am. I've only got one gym to go. What level is Elite 4? I believe the first Elite 4 Lorelei is 54, but then Lance is 60. So the ruling with the Elite 4 is that you can go to the highest level cap from the start. I believe that's how it's usually played. Which again makes it a little bit easier for the early ones, but by the same token, like, if I went in only at level 54, then there's no way I'd get anywhere near 60 for Lance, which would just mean it'd be at a huge disadvantage. So I'll look more into level cap rulings before we get up to the Elite 4, but I'm pretty sure the way it works in general with Nuzlocke is, or like hardcore Nuzlocke where you do, I mean, we're sort of semi-hardcore here. We're hardcore in that we've got level caps, but we've also got shift mode on and we're allowed to heal, so, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it, though. If Vileplume does not deserve the luxury, hey, let's not talk poorly about Vileplume. I love Vileplume. Vileplume's out here doing work. I think everyone else that's going to grind here is 49 already, right? Yeah, it's only Blaze and Flight Saber that aren't 49 already. My Vileplume's good, but yours is useless. His only move was Secret Power? What? How did that even happen? How did you do that to your Vileplume? How did you leave them with only Secret Power? I don't understand how you even managed that. He didn't learn any grass moves. I mean, he would have had Absorb. And Mega Drain, I think Gloom gets. Unless you evolved it into Gloom when it only had Absorb, and then immediately evolved it to Vileplume with a Leaf Stone before getting Mega Drain. That's all I can think of. Mega Drain's 40 base power? Yeah, I know. It's bad. Even Giga Drain's only 60, which is still not good. Machop. We'll give that a little wing attack. And another wing attack coming up. What do you want? I want more XP and money, please. That's what I want. Hey, Rotator hit level 50. Nice. So we can take the XP share away from you and start actually achieving things. I forgot who they're going into next. Alright. Wait. No, we're staying in. I'm the only small streamer you watch that streams. The others haven't streamed in months. I mean, I still try to stream fairly regularly. At least every couple of weeks. But the thing about being a small streamer is that you can't prioritize streaming, you know? You've got jobs or family and other things that get in the way, whereas if you're a big streamer whose job is streaming, then you kind of have to prioritize it. It's a very weird gap between them, you know? I think I actually want to give the XP share back to Vileplume. Just don't have to worry about all the back and forth with Giga Drains and all that shenanigans, you know? How close are you to level 50? Yeah, you've still got a ways to go. Did I fight all the trainers in the gym? Yep, they are already taken care of. They have been completely cleared out. I tend to do that either as soon as I get access to the gym, or when I'm only like 2 or 3 levels away from level cap, just to make sure that I don't have any accidental exceedings where Blaziken are not in this game. Or at least not until post-game. Yeah, I know, it's very, very sad. Oh, Blaziken's cool, don't get me wrong. Someone else in chat earlier was actually saying that Blaziken's one of their 2 favourite starters. It was Blaziken and... I'm trying to think who the other one was they said. Might have been Blastoise, I think, from memory. Crazy how many are like 20 levels above these Weezings that used to be a challenge. You still haven't beaten Mario Galaxy 1? Yeah, I haven't played it since that time that I streamed it, which is a little sad, but still love the game. Just other things that I'm prioritizing. I did get the Star Fox remake as well and haven't played it yet, so, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Haven't even started 2? Yeah. I haven't played 2 since, you know, back when it was actually on the Wii. This guy's punching bag really isn't working out for him. He keeps saying he needs one. Keeps not happening for him. What's wrong way? Oh, slowly we're getting there. Almost at the point where we've got everyone to 49. Kind of funny that Snorlax was the first one to get to 50 with how annoying he is to grind up on levels. I do have a few rare candies that I've saved up. I should actually check how many I've got. How many rare candies do I have? 7. But the plan is to save those until like right before the Elite Four. I mean, I would literally have to use up, I think, every single one of them to get everyone up to level 50 right now, but... Actually, yes, it would take every single one if I was to use them right now. Since when was there a new Star Fox game? It released 2 weeks ago, I want to say, about 2.5 weeks ago. Either 1.5 or 2.5. But it is literally just a remake of Star Fox 64. Or Lilat Wars, as it was called here in Australia for some reason. You have a game voucher and it expires in August? Oh, you want to get on that. There's no good games you don't have. I mean, I've heard the Star Fox remake is good. Other than like Mario Wonder. Oh, Mario Wonder's worth it. If you like the 2D Marios, it's a good one. Yeah, as soon as Onion hits level 50, the grind will speed up quite a bit. And I can't imagine that's going to take too much longer. Maybe a couple more battles, but... Because then we can get Blaze, Flight Saber, and Blastoise all to level 50 pretty quickly as well without the XP share in the way. And then we just got to go and get Jolteon, the birds at the bottom of the cycling road. What if they make a super red limited edition Pokemon Winds and Waves only available with game vouchers the second I play Mario Wonder? I understand your concern, but I think you're probably good on that one. I somehow doubt you're going to have a problem there. Do you know which game you get? No. We know almost nothing about the version exclusivity yet, so I'm not banking on one over the other. Pretty much the only thing that we can assume is going to be version exclusive is those Pikachus. And I know I thought the boy Pikachu looked more interesting. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's in waves, right? I'm pretty sure that's the one in waves. So if that was literally all I had to go off of right now, I'd probably be saying waves. But yeah. About the games based on how the legendary looks. Yeah, I mean, I picked... oops, I didn't mean to switch there, but that's fine. I picked Scarlet... Oh, I'm sorry, I picked Violet over Scarlet because I thought Miraidon was really cool. We didn't know much about version exclusives other than that, so I didn't really have a lot to work off of there. But yeah. So yeah, at this stage I'm not sure. How close is Vileplume getting now? Gotta be really close, right? Yeah, not super close. It's getting there, but... Yeah, everyone wants to battle this time. We finally get to battle the strongest Weezing. All you know as the starters. Have you decided which starter you're picking? Do I like soccer? It's okay. I'm not a big soccer fan. I've been watching a bit of the World Cup here and there just because, you know, it's only on every 4 years, but I'm not someone who like goes out of my way to watch the soccer or anything. Fire Doggy? Yeah, I'm going for Pombon. 100%. Yeah, as soon as I saw Pombon, I was like, that's my guy. Ooh, E-Speed. I want that. Do we get rid of Ember then? Gosh dang it, third time tonight. E-Speed is definitely handy. It's base 80 in this game, isn't it? Yeah. Are we going to run out of PP for Flamethrower? Again, I think we're at the point now where if we run out of PP for Flamethrower, then that's going to cause more problems than Ember can fix. So yeah, I think it's fine to get rid of Ember here. As much as it's annoying when I'm grinding, but aside from that, I don't think there's any reason not to. Would you take day off if Australia was in the finals? Would I? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. All the games are on at like early morning here. They start at like 3 o'clock. So I think if anything, I'd probably just stay up and watch it, or like set an alarm and get up early to watch it. Do I like cricket instead? I mean, I do like cricket. I'm not crazy about cricket, but like I like it. Like, again, it's one of those things that, like, if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not going out of my way to watch cricket. What sport do you like? Probably the best sport for me is AFL. So Australian rules football. I'm a very big fan of that. And I still play Australian rules football myself too. The body hasn't quite given up on me yet, so... There we go, there's all 50 for Onion. Notice you haven't responded. I'm guessing you're looking up what Australian rules football is. If you find like a highlights video or something, let me know what you think. It's very different to any other sport. What do you want? Is that rugby? No, that is not rugby. Absolutely not. That is blasphemous that you would even say so. Like, rugby's fine, and I do watch a bit of rugby. But no, definitely not rugby. Like, the best thing I can tell you to do, literally, is just go on YouTube and search AFL highlights. And just see what you find. You're trying to be a full-time Australian and it's hard? What do you mean full-time Australian? What do you mean by that? Please explain to me what full-time Australian is. It's your dream to be an Australian? I was in like you're studying up for like a citizenship test, is that what you're saying? No? Just acting like one. Fair enough. Each to their own, I guess. Okay, so everyone's at least level 49 now, which is nice. +7? I'm sorry? I'm going to need to check that again for myself later, because I'm sure that just said +7. I didn't even know you could get +7 in one level. That's crazy. You know a couple of Australians? Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a longer episode tonight. Normally we wouldn't go this long in one sitting. Normally we try and keep it between like 2 to 2.5 hours, but we're going to almost certainly hit the 3.5 hour mark here. But that's honestly fine. Because then that way we can knock over Giovanni as well, and then that way between recordings I can do some more research on the Elite Four level caps and things like that to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing there. Because again, if it is level cap of 60, we're probably going to need like a whole episode of grinding, but you know, you make millions of 3 hour Nuzlocke videos. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. I was like, oh man, I should have been doing 3 hour ones all the time and not 2 hours. Gosh dang it, all the millions that have just been sitting there waiting for me to take, and I just didn't. How foolish of me. Getting close. Getting close. Why? The best XP of the whole lot's just like, nah. He's just like, nah. I'd rather not. Just trying to spread the XP around as best I can here. Yes, I think once Shell Shock and Blaze both hit level 50, I think then we'll go down to the bird trainers to finish off for potential and Flight Saber. We E-speed here, because we don't need to flamethrower. Tragically, Arcanine is not quite going to hit level 50 before needing to heal, which is annoying. But it is what it is. I suppose we could always give Arcanine the EXP share for a little bit, but... I'm pretty sure we've only got 3 moves left, essentially. Although, honestly, Dig's probably going to take out a Mankey, right? I feel like Dig takes out a Mankey. Like, what's Buddy going to do? You know? Ooh, it's getting pumped. Just to get whacked. Have you heard of the energy drink called Poggers? I have not. I don't think that's in Australia. And I already hate it just from the name alone. Who made that? And what... Because here's my thing with energy drinks, right? There's kind of like, especially in Australia, there's like a... What's the word I'm looking for? There's a monopoly, right? In Australia, it's Red Bull, Monster, and then V and Mother, both to a slightly lower extent, kind of have a grip on the energy drink market in Australia. So, like, if you're going to come in with an energy drink, you need to have something to make it clear that it's different and better. So, like, what sets them apart, I guess, is my question. They're trying to affiliate you. Oh, as in, like, have you sponsored? Is that the plan? That's pretty cool. You'd know why they would pick you. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, though. And you have 150 followers on Twitter. Oh, so Twitter is it? Interesting. Very interesting. You get 20% of all their price. Dang. Is that like if people click through your links? Like if they order through a link that you've got, or like they use your code in checkout or something to get 20%? Or are you saying like 20% of everything? Because that's crazy. And also, like, what are you giving them in exchange for that in that case? Because that's, like, that don't add up, you know? Oh, here's hoping this thing doesn't minimize. Oh, gosh dang it. I spoke it into existence, didn't I? Just hit anyway, please, Blaze. Okay, cool. And 30% commission. Oh, you meant 20% off when you buy it. Right, gotcha, okay. That makes sense. 30% commission's pretty cool, though. That's awesome. We've only got 7 surfs left. Is that going to be enough for the level up? Hopefully. It should be. You get 2 people per year to buy it off your link. I mean, hey, if you get a 30% commission on that, then there's nothing wrong with that. They're obviously trying to grow a fairly small brand, and you're trying to get more clicks and activity through your own channel and everything, so that's good. Again, the one guy that gives the most XP is like, nah. You'd make 30 cents. Don't think about it too much in terms of the numbers. Just think about the fact that brands are even reaching out to you is a great sign, you know? They have 58.9 thousand followers. Dang. Okay. So they're growing as a brand then. You look into it more? Yeah, good call. I'd never sign off on anything like that without looking into all the ins and outs, but yeah. It's really positive that they're even reaching out to you, man. That's good. We're inching ever closer. And getting a bunch of money while we do. We're pretty much going to be able to buy whatever TMs we need for the final team, which is nice. Yeah, we've certainly got some decisions to make. That's for sure. Between, like, who's going to be in that final team? Is someone getting subbed off for Dragonite? And if so, who? What TMs we want to go and buy? Who's getting them? How we want to use everything we've got there? What the best method for the grinding is going to be? There's a lot to consider. We're getting so tantalizingly close here. Even Flight Saber's basically halfway through the level. Blaze and Shell Shock both very close to leveling up. In fact, this cycle we're doing now might just be the last cycle of these guys. Which would definitely be nice. Oh no, the Fury Swipe's missed. I can't believe it. I mean, the switching back and forth is a little annoying, but we're getting there. Nearly there. Mankey. Flight Saber's now over halfway through the level, which is really nice. Blaze and Shell Shock both very close. You won't make a chameleon? Ah, nice. Nice. It's good fun. Been playing it a fair bit with my mates lately. I think we streamed it once or twice as well. There's been plenty of times where I've just jumped on with them and just played it for the fun of it. No streaming or anything, just because we could, you know. I'm going to flamethrow this one just because I can't be bothered with it. If it decides to minimize and go through those shenanigans again, I'm just like, I'm so not here for that. How close is Blastoise? Also very close. Oh, there we go. Shell Shock's there. Nice. I didn't anticipate that. Was that a 5 to defense? Very nice. Very nice. Wouldn't be mad if I could actually just get this bottom biker. That'd be good. Bro does not want to fight me lately. At all. Not at all. Yeah. Let's just take this guy down and call it a day, shall we? We've got one of each left, that should be enough. And then we E-speed. There we go. And that should get Blaze level 50 as well. Nice. 4 out of the 6 are there. Now, how close are these two? You've still got quite a bit to go. You're pretty close. So let's take the amulet coin off of you and give it to you. Put you out the front and you in the back. And then we can just speed down the road. Through the gate. I don't know if this was quicker or not than going to the Pokemon Center, but we'll find out. Actually, we won't. We'll never know, but it feels like it was quicker. Yeah. I think the plan here is just always lead with potential and then just always switch to Aerodactyl until we don't need to anymore. Until Aerodactyl levels up. And then we can just spam shockwaves with Jolteon until we're there. Yeah, might as well ancient power. Not that it really matters, but yeah, it's much better for EXP. For these guys that can just kind of smash out the XP, it's like, well, might as well. Probably should have turned battle animations back off again, hey? Whoops. Oh well. We're almost there anyway now. This will go pretty quickly from here. Have I played Pokemon Champions? I have. I've actually streamed it once, maybe twice. But yeah, no, I am playing some Pokemon Champions recently. I was actually planning on playing that tonight, but I just really felt like continuing the Nuzlocke because it's been so long. But yeah, I think I'm 8-1 this season. But that's still in the Ultra Ball tier. Like, it's just so hard to find the time to just really sit there and grind it. But that's okay. Again, the guy with the most XP to give just isn't interested. Sad. Hurtful, really. You like it, your Master Ball tier? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I found it really hard to find the time to just, like, play, like, a bunch of games in a row, and if I can't, I just really can't get into, like, the flow of it. Which is frustrating, but it's what it is. The ranks reset tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was coming up, but oh well. I'll get to Masterful tier next time. It's fine. Trying to learn Hyper Beam. Now, Hyper Beam being a normal type move is physical this gen. So there might actually be a case for it. Bite being special. I wish I could see Aerodactyl's stats right now. But I think its special is so much lower that Bite's just not worth it. And Hyper Beam situationally might not be a bad play. I think we actually take Hyper Beam here. As strange as that is. If there wasn't a physical special split, I would probably still take Bite in preference, but I think it was probably the right play here. Yes, physical attack is more than double its special attack. Yeah, Hyper Beam's probably worth it. Again, it's going to be very situational. I may never click it, but there was probably never a time that I would have clicked Bite anyway, so... What team do they use? I'm using a Rain team at the moment. I've really enjoyed Rain. It's mostly similar to the core of Rain. But yeah, my team this season has been similar to last. I haven't changed out too much. I've still got Pelipper, Archelidon, and Basque Legion. And then for my Megas, I've gone with Swampert and Raichu Y. And then I've also got Sableye in there for support. But yeah, prior to this season, it was the same first three, but I swapped out Swampert and Raichu for Meganium and Gengar. And then I swapped out Sableye for... I'm trying to remember who my sixth was. I can't remember. It's not coming to me. Oh, I had a Rotom Heat. Just some coverage if we weren't running Rain. And yeah, I've mostly liked the team that I'm running with. I haven't really brought Raichu very much, though. I feel like there's very few situations where it's more useful than Swampert in a Rain team. So I might change that up for next season, but... I also haven't played with it that much. Like I said, I've played 9 games, so I feel like I probably don't have a big enough sample size to really decide that. Wow, okay, yeah, cool. That was a waste. No one won the battle. I just need to battle like 1, maybe 2 more people. You guys want to try that again? Oh my god. Try again. And how they all want to battle. Yeah, how convenient. How convenient. Let's see how much this gives. This should be pretty close. It won't be enough, but it should be pretty close. Yeah. Which means I need to do the guy at the top. I don't need to worry about the one that's got 4 Mons. And this will get Jolteon to the level cap as well. Like I said, Jolteon's not even coming into the gym, but it's nice to have it there. I just need to figure out who my fodder is going to be. I probably will pick a flying type, just in case I need to swap into them. And if I'm predicting a ground type move, then I can at least get an extra turn out of that fodder. If I need to like heal someone up or something like that. So I'll probably be picking a random flying type that I have no intention of using whatsoever. I think is probably the plan. There we go. So potential hits level 50. Everyone is now at level cap, which is really nice. Look at that. 50s all the way around. So we're now ready to return to Viridian City. Let's heal up. Figure out who is taking Jolteon's place temporarily. Sort out items. and then go and take on Giovanni. All right. So, flying type that I have no intention of using. Well, I've got my Pidgeot sitting there as backup already. So it's either Zubat or Spearow. I mean, I guess Golbat has a bit of a niche as a poison flying type. Spearow I have no reason to use at all. So I think that's what we do here. So Spearow is temporarily on the team. I need to move items so I can take the amulet coin pack off you. Wait, what's Seal got? Ah, sure. I'm going to take that. Ah, dang it. Yes, there we go. And that can go in the bag as well. Alright, so let's figure out what we're giving to everyone here. You're definitely not going to the front. That's not happening. Alright. So I definitely want to give you some leftovers. I feel like Quick Claw might be useful for Shell Shock here. How fast are you? Like, you don't seem like you should be fast, but you kind of are. You're almost as fast as Arcanine. There's probably not anything that's outspeeding you. Right? So I want to actually give the Quick Claw to Snorlax. What are you holding at the moment? Do you have the black glasses? You do. They're useless to you. So let's give you something else. I guess you can have the amulet coin. And then for Arcanine, do you still have Bite? You still have Bite. So I guess you can have the black glasses. It's fine. Can you buy me and Axel first class tickets to Australia so we can go to your wedding? No. Unfortunately not. I can't afford first class flights anywhere. They are insanely expensive. So no. As much as I appreciate your want to attend. What way did they go? I think it was up here, wasn't it? Yeah, up here. Alright. One of the only trainers in the entire game to actually take out one of our mons. Alright. Let's just do a quick double check that we've got the right items and that everyone is healed. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Alright. You've got the lefties. You've also got lefties. Amulet coin, Quick Claw, black glasses. Alright. I'm hoping he's leading with Rhyhorn. Welcome to my hideout. I can't remember his name. His voice. I think it was something like that. Oh, actually, no, he was like mobster, wasn't he? Oh, what did they do for that? It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again, so be it. This time I'm not holding back. This is more like it. There we go. Once more you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. That was it. He was Italian mobster. Alright. This scares me. He's got 5. I thought he had 5. He does lead Rhyhorn. That's what I thought he had. This is his first modern. It's only 5 off the level cap. That's a little scary. I'm just going to straight up Giga Drain. We should outspeed. This should one-shot. This was the Pokemon I was least worried about. I didn't think this thing could do anything to us. Alright. That's fine. Dugtrio is definitely scary. Dugtrio probably does outspeed us. I actually kind of want to go Rotator here. Or do I go Flight Saber? Flight Saber might actually outspeed it. And it can probably one-shot. And it can't be touched by any ground-type moves. And I don't know what else Dugtrio really wants to do. I feel like that's a pretty safe move. This feels right. I can't see it having a rock-type move. We are 8 levels above. Surely we just outspeed in one shot, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, that's fine. We have another Rhyhorn. Interesting. I'm just going to go back into Onion then. I'm going to conserve Shell Shock for as long as I can. Wait. This is his ace? He doesn't even have Rhydon? His ace is just another Rhyhorn, but at a high level. That's so weird. Yeah, we just one-shot again. Obviously, it's 4 times effective. Does he not have Rhydon? Nidoqueen and Nidoking, yeah. This is what I was trying to preserve Shell Shock for. We should hopefully just outspeed in one shot with... It's 6 levels lower, yeah. Wow. His Nidoking's probably like the same level, right? Maybe it's like level 46 or something instead, but still. $45. Yeah, we should still just outspeed in one shot, right? Wow, okay. We one-shot everything on his team as well. This went as well as Blaine. That's kind of crazy. Ah, that was a truly intense fight. Wait, bring back the mobster. Hold on. Spaghetti. Ah, that was a truly intense fight. There you go. You have won. As proof, here's the Earth Badge. And $10,000. Nice. The Earth Badge makes Pokemon of any level obey without question. It is evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. Also, take this TM. Consider it a gift for your Pokemon League challenge. That's Earthquake, isn't it? Yep. TM26 contains Earthquake. It's a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I have betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. Wait, if I just didn't talk to him again, would that not have happened? Huh. Curious. Well, that's that, I guess. He sure was. Why Spearow? Well, Jolteon was just walled by everything in there being ground type, so Jolteon was not worth bringing in any fashion. So I subbed Jolteon out and brought Spearow in. I just needed something that I could essentially sacrifice. So if I ever got in a really sticky position where the only way to get out was to like swap in something to go down, I wanted to bring in something that I wasn't planning on using anyway. Hence why I just brought something low leveled that I didn't really care for. Spearow specifically, because it's a flying type, meant that if it was a ground type move that I was anticipating, I could swap in Spearow and potentially get another turn before it would go down, allowing me to heal something else up. So that's why Spearow. But now we can bring Jolteon straight back in. Because again, I was never planning on keeping Spearow on the squad. Well, that's it. We've now beaten all 8 gyms, which is crazy to consider, but we've done it. So now, all that remains is the Elite Four and Champions. So next episode, we'll be making our way to the Elite Four, to the Indigo Plateau, and then figuring out what our strategy is from there, as well as deciding what that final team looks like, because we're now kind of at the point where, barring any disasters in Victory Road or with the rival battle, we can kind of pick what our final squad will be. So it will be very similar to this, but whether or not there's 1 or 2 changes, I haven't decided yet. But there's some work to be done, so we'll see what happens next time. But until then, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I will